Mick Jagger's
one night stand.
Yeah,
yeah.
How do you deal with that?
But that's your job. You got to go sit and talk to her.
I know that baby's going to freak out when you get to be my age. Looking in them back papers, like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, mama.
One night stand. You should have aborted me.
Oh, mama.
That's all we could do.
No wonder I'm screwed up. Too much.
Oh, my goodness.
How come you're here so late? What happened?
Oh, man, I had to catch a cab.
When a brother has to catch a cab, you got an excuse.
You got a good excuse.
How long did it take you?
I was a good 30 minutes on the cab this morning.
What for? Like, just to hail one?
Just to hail it.
And they all
Where
passed
are you staying?
I was in Soho. I'm staying in Soho. I got to go through an interrogation.
What'd they say?
First they ask you where you're going, then they ask you if you have money.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you, man, white people don't believe that. Like, they think it's something.
Hey, I used to drive a cab.
You used to ask those questions.
Marty, you never picked up black guys, right?
No.
Of course not.
But remember, remember in D.C.,
yeah.
like how the cabs in D.C. don't have meters, they have zones.
Right.
Remember this so that they can pick up other people on the way.
Right.
That's how I know how cab drivers feel, because they'd stop for people and he'd be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the backseat with this dude.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, it'll be fine, my friend.
Right. Now you're my friend.
Yeah.
So it took you 30 minutes and the guy interrogates you and says, hey, show me your money and stuff.
Yeah, well, no, it didn't get to the show me your money. But, you know, the thing is, after 20 minutes into it, you be so mad that you look aggressive. And so you look even scarier.
Right.
Come on, open the cab door, man.
You know. It's not helping your cause.
Right, so he ain't going to let you in. Now he definitely ain't going to let you in.
I got to take a break. Top story, Robin?
Top story, of course, is Robert Blake's wife. They are going to release the autopsy results today. For those of you who don't know, Robert Blake, the actor who starred in Beretta, his wife was... She was shot in the head this weekend.
Oh.
He was out to dinner with her. They left the restaurant.
Oh.
He stopped a block away when he realized he had left something at the restaurant. He went back to the restaurant to get his...
Yeah, he left his gun.
And he came back.
I don't know.
She had a hole in her head, and there was all over the place, and she was gurgling and murmuring. He had to run for help, and there's a big investigation going on, and he has hired a private detective.
And he married her a couple of months ago, and her background is that she used to date, like, rich guys and, milk them out of money?
Not even date them. She used to, like, have some kind of personal ad thing where she'd correspond with rich guys and try to bilk them out of their money. So she had some problems in her background. And she even had a kid with Robert Blake. That's the reason he married her, apparently. But when she had the baby, she gave the baby Christian Brando's name.
Yeah.
Smiling son, because she was also sleeping with him, and she thought he was the father.
I think this case is going to go on for a while. Yeah, what's up?
I don't want to talk bad about the dead, but she was some prize, let me tell you. The prenup said that she had with Robert Blake was that she couldn't commit any criminal activity.
While married to him.
Wow. Horrible prenup that is.
And if she didn't...
Yeah.
Well, there it is. I got to take a break.
We're going to see the autopsy results today.
Good.
Oh, Robert Blake.
We're going to have him on the show tomorrow. We're going to be back right after these. Yeah, if you want to see a funny guy, you go see Dave Chappelle at the at Carnegie Hall.
I know that sounds strange.
That's right.
Robin asked Dave during a commercial, "You nervous?" He goes, "No, I'm not nervous. I don't care."
Well, can I say what he said?
What did he say?
One joke and all those acoustics.
212-247-7800 for tickets. You can have a great night June 6th. It's always fun.
That's right. I might even dress. Look, I never dress up for nothing.
Oh, put on a tux. That'll be good.
What are you going to wear?
Nah, that's too. Wear what you wear. Man. Yeah, I usually just be wearing my regular street clothes. Because when I dress up in suits, you don't feel right.
Dress up in a suit, maybe you get a cab.
It's like when you go... Nah, that don't work. They think it's a trap.
It's so true.
That doesn't even work.
Hey, do yourself a favor. Don't dress like Eddie Murphy, though. Because when Eddie Murphy did his big hauls, he'd have a special blue leather outfit that he would wear, or his special red leather outfit.
You don't do the leather pants thing, huh?
Nah, that could fly in the 80s. You know, in the 80s it's cool.
You know what? It didn't fly in the 80s. I'm telling you, when Eddie Murphy sees that now, he's got to feel like...
I think it took him out of stand-up.
One of the greatest comedians ever. And he's just like a...
That's true. That's a funny dude.
Eddie's the funniest, and the fact of the matter is, though, he didn't realize he looked like a... He's so observant, so together, so right on with his observational humor.
But then again, it's like he's so famous, man.
So what?
He couldn't see the leather pants thing coming, though.
You know, he got caught up in the Elvis thing.
Yeah, trying to look
he
good.
He admits that.
He loves Elvis,
Yeah, he got into Elvis, yeah.
Well, look at him in his movies and stuff. He thinks, you know, he's going to be like a leading man, handsome. Yeah, he'd be funny. Forget that leading man.
Yeah, I think he's even trying the Cary Grant thing in the movies, and that's not working.
With the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I got to get a movie. I'm getting sick of this.
I know.
I'm getting sick, man.
Me and Dave have something in common in movie stuff. We both played Norm Macdonald's best friend in movies.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I'm everybody's best friend, man. When am I gonna get a best friend?
You're gonna get to be the guy.
Yeah, man.
I thought you were
movies.
I thought you were doing a movie.
Oh, I am.
What are you doing?
I'm playing somebody's best friend.
And what? What is that?
That's good. I'm working with Eddie Griffin, undercover brother, who's actually funny.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
He is real funny.
Yeah.
The other day, as a matter of fact, when I called, I was going to say we should prank call Denise Richards. She's in the movie.
Oh, yeah, she's hot.
See if she'll go out.
She actually is pretty hot, man.
Is she still hot, or she's starting to hit the wall?
No, she's hot.
Is she?
Yeah, but she has that white men dream about.
What do you mean?
Huh?
She got a flat.
Not flat.
No.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just not quite as bubbly as the brothers like.
Right.
We like big. Personally, like a.
How's your wife's?
Her ass is superb. That's the thing, though. She grew up around a lot of white people, so she thinks she thinks that she has a big. That was too big.
No, it's nice.
But yeah, but I know it's working out for me. I'm happy with it.
Right. Hey, Robin, what else is in the news?
Timothy McVeigh, his big day is May 16th. That's the day they're going to give him the dose and send him away so that he can stop writing to reporters and taxing people and putting out books.
Right.
He's the guy who...
By the way, I have to correct you. He didn't, remember you were putting on that book Judith put out that... Timothy McVeigh didn't write that book. That's
no, it was written by two guys who talked to him.
Yeah. So when we were talking about the proceeds of the book and stuff, it's going to the authors, not to...
He doesn't get any of it.
He doesn't get any money.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Right.
But he's writing to people. He won't write to us. I would like a letter.
He did write back to us saying that he declines our request to interview him.
Really?
But we could get a photo, I think.
A photo? Autograph?
Yeah, I think so, something like that.
Oh,
that's nice. Can you sign it?
How do... Headshot.
He's got photos.
I think he's got a photo we could get.
Like yearbook photos of...
Got like a portfolio.
I heard an account today that he wrote to some reporter whose name is also McVeigh, and he jokingly calls her a distant relative. And he explains that he was attacking the American government when he attacked when he blew up the Oklahoma Federal Building, much like the United States government attacks people like the Branch Davidians. He was all upset about that. So
great.
That's exactly why.
He
blew up a bunch of kids in the federal building in Oklahoma. And once again, he has no regrets. He doesn't feel bad about it at all. And I'm glad that he decided not to go the appeals route so they can get rid of him right away, because I'm tired of him already.
Something good has come out of this whole Oklahoma City bombing Timothy McVeigh story, and that, if you can find anything good in this, the militia movement has almost been eradicated in this country.
Is that right?
They did a survey. All the militias that were out there, all these guys who run around doing military ops and stuff, 70% of those operations are gone, and that most of the leaders are either in jail or have given up. And since George Bush got in office, they're like, well, they used to be really anti-Clinton and Janet Reno because she was, the Branch Davidians.
Right.
So now they're like, well, there's really nobody really wants to train hard and do the drills and play Army on the weekends and live in the woods. Nobody's really that committed. So, like, all these wackos are pretty much out of the movement. And
there's one other thing that's come about as a result of this, too. Do you realize most of the people who are opposed to the penalty don't mind Timothy McVeigh being put...
There's got to be a more inhumane way to...
Yeah, but they're like, nice. Maybe the okay in this case.
Yeah, you know what they ought to do? They ought to make him play Norm Macdonald's best friend in Norm's next movie. Let him suffer that embarrassment. Right, Artie?
That'll teach him.
Hey, Tim. Hey,
Artie, you want to be my best friend in a movie? What did I blow up a building?
This guy blew up a bunch of dudes.
That's a good Norm. That's a good Norm.
There are people trying to scam people using Timothy McVeigh's name. There's some people are getting faxes saying, vote on whether Timothy McVeigh's execution should be televised to the public.
Sure it should.
And
they should put it on after Will and Grace.
Well, I understand how you feel. I understand how you feel, but there are people trying to make money on your voting. They fax you vote, and everybody should know your opinion, and this will get back to your congressman or something like that. And down in the bottom, in very small print on the fax, you are told that it costs money to actually make this call.
So,
he should be eaten. They should have something eat him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's
crocodile.
the worst death. Because you turn into crap.
And put it in TV.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be
nothing worse than being food.
No, if you're eating, you got to get crapped out.
Hey, you shouldn't be sedated while you're eating. You should just, send you to a bunch of lions, let them rip you up.
No, let something.
Yeah, whatever happened to like a protest or a picketing or something? You can't be blowing stuff up every time you got some issues.
Really?
You can't do that.
Hey,
Dave,
you're making too much sense.
Did you watch The Final Survivor?
Yeah, I did.
Did you love it?
I could not believe that Tina won. I'm not dissing her, but I didn't believe for a minute she was going to win there.
Hey, Colby, we had him in today. I still can't. After interviewing him, I still can't figure out what he was up to.
He can't answer the question why.
Yeah.
There's something going on with that guy.
No, I talked to him afterwards, and he did say that maybe he played it real smart because now everyone loves him, and he's going to get a whole bunch of endorsement deals and stuff because he sacrificed the money for a nice woman or something. I don't know. He's trying to come up with some reason.
I
but
think so, yeah.
I think he's mad. I know he's mad. I'm going to tell you, down to them last, the speeches, why do you think? I thought she blew it. Her speech was so her speech was just so like, don't vote because you got your feelings hurt, okay?
Yeah. Don't tell me how to vote.
Yeah, you can't tell that a bunch of people just beat out.
Yeah. But what are you going to do? She got the money.
She sure did.
She got the cash.
Hey, and
I asked Colby, I said, if the price, because he goes, well, it's only $1 million, but then you only get like $600,000. I'm like, $600,000 is pretty good money, for a guy detailing cars.
Yeah.
So he goes, I said, if it was $5 million or $10 million, would you have voted her off? And he goes, yeah. So like $1 million wasn't enough for him.
You know what? I don't believe him for a second.
No, he said, yeah.
He said, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't believe him for a second. She would have played him for $10 million just like she played him for $1 million.
Right.
But what I don't understand, too, all right, didn't they kind of vote along gender lines? Wasn't it pretty much like all the dudes voted for Colby?
No, not necessarily, because one of the women voted for Colby.
I don't know. It was something.
It did seem that it was going down that way, but she must have one of the women.
But Tina is hot. She's a hot.
Was she?
No.
She's not.
She's
she was talking about she's got the breast implants.
She's got some big boobies.
Yeah, but they're implants. They got to be implants. Go ahead, Robin.
I don't mind the implants. Don't say it like it's a bad thing.
I love them.
Daryl Strawberry, while the New York Yankees were at the White House being feted by the president last Friday or Thursday, whenever those days were, Daryl Strawberry was in court. And he stood up and he told the judge, because he's trying to stay out of jail and keep his little butt in rehab. And he stood up and he told the judge, Judge, my brain is broken.
Right.
That's what's wrong with me.
Is that what he said?
Poor Daryl Strawberry, man. I feel bad for the guy.
I feel bad for Daryl Strawberry.
They're targeting this. Someone said, gee, he gets off because he's a celebrity. Gets off. There are millions of crack addicts out there who get to run around.
Nobody's bothering them at all.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he ain't getting off. They're busting his balls because he's famous. Let him do his crack. He's got cancer. Let him go out and do his thing. He's having fun.
So they don't know, I guess the prosecution down there in Florida wants to put him in jail, but everybody's trying to fight to keep Daryl out. And his plea was, look, my brain is broken. I don't know what I'm doing.
But I don't put the crackheads in jail. Oh, you can't round all these crackheads up.
If your brain is broken, what are you going to do?
Yeah, how can you help yourself?
It's not, and
they should take him, Robert Downey Jr., Matthew Perry, and just put him on an island somewhere. Let him have some fun.
He said there's an added thing that nobody's ever heard before in Daryl's diagnosis. Now he's bipolar, as well as a cancer victim and a...
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he liked guys and girls.
No.
Polar bears.
That's the survivor.
Polar bear?
Yeah, he's bipolar.
That poor guy. We should make a no Daryl Strawberry and Barker. All comedians should just not talk about that guy.
Oh.
It's too easy. The guy was a Hall of Famer, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe they should let him into the Hall of Fame anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they should.
Really should.
I think Pete Rose would have a legitimate if that happened.
What else, Robin?
Mayor Giuliani, people have been noticing that he has more hair lately.
Yeah, he does.
And it's because of the hormones he's taking to fight his prostate cancer.
Why don't they give that to everyone who's going bald?
But I don't think these hormones are good for you.
Oh.
Because he says it's just a temporary thing. Once he finishes the hormone cycle, the hair will go.
Is he getting boobs and stuff?
I don't know, but it sounds, I guess, like it's feminizing.
Yeah.
Even though, he's still...
He looks weirder and weirder.
As tough as ever. They had a debate of the Democratic candidates who are running for mayor of New York the other day, and Giuliani announced that it was so boring he turned to ESPN rather than watch the people who are trying to take his job.
Right.
So,
well, I wonder what he's going to do after this is over.
I hope he doesn't go away because I would miss him terribly.
Me too. I like the guy.
He can't go away.
He's a good mayor.
Good mayor, man, yeah.
So into the job, too. You can't find guys to do public service anymore who actually like doing it.
Yeah, most guys are in it for, other reasons. They want a big name and they want the perks, but he liked doing the job. And everybody would say, even the guys who were debating yesterday about taking his job were saying, you can't say you're not better off today than you were 8 years ago when he came into office.
Right.
Wow.
Your pets could be allergic to you, so there.
Yeah, who cares? Next
pets.
story.
I ain't got pets.
They did a veterinary study over in Scotland somewhere, and they said they actually found pets that were allergic to their masters.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, they could have the hair fall out, or, they get some sneezing fits. Most times it's dust mites, but sometimes it's you.
How come it's always in Scotland? It's like it's foot and mouth and animals allergic to people. It's always in Scotland.
Right. It's a bad place.
Yeah, there's some filthy going on over there.
Speaking of hair, Axl Rose, they say, is, he always has his head covered up.
Yeah, a bandana.
And they say, he might not want to ditch that too quickly because he had to undergo some hair replacement surgery, and it didn't work out too well.
Oh.
They say he's got big scarred patches on the back of his head.
Oh.
A series of hair transplants.
You always thought that Axl Rose didn't care and he was above all that. Like he was just always thought he was like a heroin addict.
He rolled out of bed.
Meanwhile, the guy's trying to get hair transplants.
That's the most uncool story for
so uncool. Yeah.
There'll be no Kid Rock for him.
No.
6 that he consulted a doctor and enlisted a hair restoration specialist to thicken his thinning locks with extensions before the band tours Europe. Besides injuring the rock star's fragile ego, his botched transplants have been incredibly painful and highly damaging to his scalp. So he might have made it worse instead of better by getting the old transplants. So.
What's next? Pump for Axl Rose?
Look, he's trying to keep, a rock star is his hair.
Yeah. A lot of rock stars get wigs, and that looks weird, too.
I guess they put out the Tony nominations.
Oh, good.
That impacts everyone in this room.
Yeah. The producers has been not, that's the hottest ticket on Broadway.
That's eligible.
Mel Brooks.
Yes, of course.
I might have to go see that.
I love Mel Brooks.
Producers has been nominated for a Tony for Best Musical, and Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane will compete against each other for Best Actor.
Wow.
Could it be that good? I mean, is it that good?
Well, what are they up against? What's even on Broadway?
You know what? Why are we bothering this story? 3 homos in Soho are excited about this.
We have to talk to all of
Let's talk about the producers.
The nominees for Best Play are Proof, King Hedley II, The Invention of Love, and The Tale of the Allergist's Wife. The nominees for Best Musical are A Class Act, The Full Monty, and Jane Eyre.
I think Full Monty should win, not the producers. How many guys you know are into this? Nobody.
Still excited.
Oh, yes.
It is exciting.
I don't care. I'm going to go see Dave Chappelle at the Toyota Comedy Club.
That's right.
Scarlet Pimpernel is Rob.
The fugitive train robber Ronnie Biggs is one of the 20th century's most colorful criminals, and today he's back in custody in Britain for the 1963 Great Train Robbery. He served just 2 of his 30-year sentence before escaping from prison. He has lived in Brazil since 1970. He spent most of his share of the roughly $7 million loot on his escape and plastic surgery, but he did find some interesting ways to pay the bills. For $60, he let visitors into his home for a barbecue, and he also sold T-shirts that read, "I went to Rio and met Ronnie Biggs, honest."
Wow.
He also recorded music with a punk rock group, the Pistols, and promoted an alarm system with the slogan, "Call the Thief." Biggs, who's now 71, has been incapacitated by a series of strokes, and I guess he wanted on his own country's soil, so he went back to Britain even though he knew he'd be arrested again. So He's back in jail.
$7 million on plastic surgery. Man.
Well, no, he didn't get all of it. He had partners, so his portion went to plastic surgery and his escape.
Wasn't that great of a train robber? That was a pretty good train robber.
But it was like 30 years ago. That was big money back then.
Anything left in the news, Robin?
That's right. The biggest movie at the box office this weekend was The Mummy Returns.
Norm Macdonald in that?
No. The Mummy Returns to take a lot of your money.
All right.
$70.1 million this weekend, breaking a record for a non-holiday opening of a summer film.
Yeah, somewhere.
70?
7-0. 7-0.
Damn.
That's right.
The first Mummy.
Yeah.
I mean, they proved that they could accomplish the impossible. They made it just as stupid, the sequel, and insulting to a 5-year-old's intelligence. And in fact, that the first one looks like an Academy Award winner, and Brendan Fraser, why he's a movie star, is everyone off.
Maybe I can get a job being his best friend.
Yeah,
you're not kidding. His movies always. They always bomb, except for this. Dudley Do-Right, Bedazzled, you name it.
I'm with you.
It's always Brendan Fraser, Elizabeth Hurley.
You know what? But he's the guy they say, well, who can we get?
To play opposite of Mummy, because really the Mummy's the star of the movie.
Tom Cruise must be busy. Brad Pitt is busy. Oh, well, let's get that guy. You know, the guy, Dudley Do-Right.
He made some gay movie that was good, but nobody paid 10 cents to see. And then there was one with a puppet monkey that no one saw a couple of months ago.
Horrible.
It was like a puppet monkey.
Yeah.
It was like hey, this is supposed to be a real monkey. It was a puppet monkey.
$40 on Brendan.
Monkey Bone.
Yeah, it was really
They actually asked me to be in that movie.
Who did?
Someone making Monkey Bone.
The guy makes seriously. He is the new Matthew Modine.
Oh, stop it.
I'm just kidding. I like Matthew.
He's good.
All I can say is,
never been good.
nothing can save us. Nothing can save him.
Oh, man.
But he is the #1 guy.
$70 million.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it.
It's an insane amount of money.
So there'll be more Brendan Fraser.
Ass Mummy.
Yeah. So it's well on its way. You know that Driven. Sylvester Stallone's supposed to be a big star. In one day, The Mummy made more than that movie's made in 2 weeks.
Oh. Let's not forget Flashback and Airheads. Dudley Do-Right.
We are trying to forget those. George of the Jungle. So anyway, The Rock
is a big star now.
Too. And do you know they're going to make a sequel based on The Rock's character? So he's going to have a whole movie built around him.
Man.
Really? Called The Scorpion King.
Poor Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, here's The Rock on his computer-generated fight scene with Brendan Fraser.
All right. Tom Chisano, you got something to say?
I saw the movie. He's actually good in it.
Who is?
The Rock?
Brendan Fraser.
Oh, come on, Tom. Come on. Don't ruin my life.
School ties. He was
Tom, you wouldn't know if somebody's a good actor.
I would so.
And you would.
I go to more movies than anybody. Almost anybody.
We did the scan, we did the censors and all that, and then I just had to go through the motions and have Stephen direct me. Rock, go for Brendan's head. And you're going for his head. Cut off his head. Trying to cut off his head.
So Lee Strasberg did it.
It's very interesting. And then, of course, Brendan on his end, I think he did his in London, had to react to all that defensively and get all that done. And ironically enough...
I'm not going to listen to The Rock talk about acting.
The Rock looked like Monkey Bone again.
Yeah. Right.
He sounded gay, The Rock.
He sounded like an actor.
The Rock sounds like a fruit.
Here is Brendan Fraser to tell us how fans of The Mummy will respond to the sequel. Number 5.
That's great actor.
The Mummy is a beloved character, and it's being well treated. The
Colby's Mummy.
And I think that the appeal really shows that people really care about it.
Oh, my God.
He's right. He knows.
He does know something.
Wait a minute.
It must be him, man.
There's nothing beloved about this Mummy. This isn't the Mummy of our youth. This is like...
There's nothing good about it, Tom.
You know what? It was a fun movie.
All right, thank you.
It was a fun movie.
I'm telling you, if I can come back as 2 things, it'd be dumb and good-looking, man.
There you go.
That is the best 2
That's
things
the
to
ticket.
do. You just rule the world.
Right now. Are you talking about Tom or Brendan Fraser?
Both, actually.
Hey.
I'm just kidding, Tom. I value you.
Last week I told you that George Harrison announced that he is also surviving cancer.
Yeah, he looks bad.
He had a growth.
He actually looks like a beetle now.
Removed from one of his lungs, and the successful surgery apparently has cured him. His lawyers announced that last week. Anyway, from an old interview, this is a 1976 interview because George doesn't talk anymore.
Right.
George talks about relaxing in Tuscany. Number 2.
We're all alone. every one of us, there may be a million of...
He's the happy Beatle.
us all in the same room.
We're all nothing. We're all going to die. Oh, my God. No wonder Lennon got out of that group. I'm being seriously depressed by this guy.
Depressed guy in the
John, Dwayne, Eddie, Dwayne Allman, John Lennon, and the rest. They can all be Fred Astaire in the room thinking they're all together, but there's 1,000 alone people together.
We're all alone.
Poor George.
Wow. It's meaningless.
He said Fred Astaire after those other three guys.
John Lennon.
Yeah, he did.
John Lennon, Fred Astaire.
Dwayne Allman and Fred Astaire.
They can all be in the room together, but we're all alone.
Probably everybody.
Bryant Gumbel was asked if Survivor has been good for CBS. Number 4.
Yes, it has.
It has been very good. I mean, I think for all the right reasons. It's good entertainment. It's something the family can watch.
Yeah, it's really good. It's wrecked my career.
Is that Bryant or Kermit?
No, it's really wrecked my career. I mean, I used to think I was a serious journalist, and now I'm interviewing Colby and his mother.
It's exciting. It's unpredictable, and the people are good people.
Unpredictable?
Everyone's good.
Exciting, unpredictable.
And Burt Reynolds is in the number 2 film. He got a job from Sylvester Stallone to be in Driven. And
that was a good idea.
When did Sly ask him to take a role in this movie? Number 6.
Number 6.
Sly and I had talked about doing a film together for...
Sly.
I hate to say how many years. Long.
Sly and I.
And then Sly said, I got a film for him. I thought it was Spencer.
Yeah, Sly and I got a movie going. That's all. Me and Sly.
And what does he think of young actors in Hollywood today? Number 7.
They all not good.
Brendan Fraser's been
after me,
making some noise out there.
I like young actors a lot because I
like the girl young actor.
I used to be one.
Yeah.
I was one once 100 years ago, and I remember perfectly who was kind.
Robin's heard a few sound bites.
I remember my hair fell out of my head, and I hit Judy Carn a good left.
Who wasn't, and how much it meant to me. So you can tell them where the minefields are. Some of them they got to step on anyway. But
shut up.
I wish you would have told me years ago. I've stepped on a few of them.
What minefields don't we know? Don't do a movie with Norm Macdonald. What minefield are you going to warn us about?
And Finding Forrester, which is a film with Sean Connery, is now on DVD and
love that movie.
Available on video. So here's Sean Connery to explain why he was attracted to this project. Number 9.
It was a great attraction to me. It was, I felt had to be further developed.
We should make that duty he's been holding on to.
It was the idea that these two could actually meet and have any...
I don't care. Come on, we got to get out of here. It's late.
That's what.
Thank you, Robin. I want to thank, of course, the great Artie Lang.
Artie. Thank you.
He's on Norm Friday nights. We think he might have been canceled. We're not sure if he's on or not. But,
we'll know in a week.
We'll know soon. Let's hope that continues.
And tell Norm I said hey, man.
I will.
I guess he was probably listening, so hey, Norm.
Dave, next time try and hail the cab a little earlier.
Oh, yeah, my bad, Howard.
See him at
Or
the
stay closer so you can walk.
Dave Chappelle at the Toyota Comedy Special on June 6th. Tickets 212-247-7800 or go to toyotacomedyspecial.com. It's going to be a great show. This guy is funny.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yes. Thanks to Colby from Survivor.
Colby.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Colby?
He blew it, man. He blew it.
If you're a pretty girl and you want to go to a prom with a guy with spina bifida, contact... I'll forget it. I'll work on that.
Yeah, you better take care of that yourself.
Tomorrow, Chris Robinson from the Black Crowes, the luckiest man in America. Married to Kate Hudson. That's a good deal.
Can't wait to talk to him.
Win Fred's Money with John Popper. And later this week, Jackie Stallone and her psychic dogs.
She's bringing in the dog.
That's right.
All right.
The cutting edge.
Hello, Howard.
Howard.
If you get caught red-handed on K-Rock floor,
shame on you.
On ETV, you make sure that Robin ain't in that booth looking at you. You dig? Dig that? Wasn't me.
All right. You know I came in and I saw Howard Stern just on the K-Rock floor.
Wow.
Picture this, he was kid with a pretty girl on fours. How could he forget that Robin was in that extra seat? Let her jaws hit the floor when he told her it wasn't me.
Make sure you know that you're really not right for this. I never used to see you make the trigger low flex. As somebody else said, but you in the complex. Seeing is believing, so you better check your specs. You know she ought to bring out whatever things up from the past. All the little evidence, you better know if mask. Quick my answer, no hope it's hard. But if she back out, you know you better run fast.
Exit stage left.
Good morning. Time for the Howard Stern Show on the Nerve. 95.1, 95.5. It just rocks.
Yeah, what's happening, baby? Everything.
What's that?
Good morning. Yeah. What a show. What a show today. Artie Lang, of course, is here, and I don't know why I say of course, but I do. Because maybe I'm exhausted. Artie Lang is here.
What's up?
Who is on a show that... Did you get renewed or not?
No.
Okay.
Is it over?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh.
It's the end of an era.
The Norm Show no longer exists, Robin.
How long did the Norm Show last?
2
2.5
seasons.
years.
Wow.
That's a total of 7 shows.
Yeah, I think we'll be on the USA Network soon.
Yeah. Was Norm...
No chomping at the bit to pick you up?
Was Norm...
I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I guess, you know.
When did you get word?
Like about 3 days ago.
Oh, yeah?
And how did you get word?
My agent called me up and said, by the way, it left a message on my machine. and said, you know, the show's not coming back. We just got word, so. She was at some party, though.
She was having a good time.
Yeah, she was.
She was at a party while she's telling you you're out of work.
Right. Her other clients were working.
Well, hopefully there'll be a Dirty Works, too, and that'll happen.
That's in talks right now.
Good.
But nobody, you know, like sometimes with these shows when they get canceled by a major network, UPN or the WB comes and picks them up, nothing like that?
Yeah, we thought maybe that would happen because Warner Brothers produced it. So far, no bites.
Oh, no.
Well, see Artie in his living room Friday nights at 9 o'clock.
That's right, I'll be there.
All right. Sorry to hear that.
That's all right, man.
Personally, I never watched the show anyway.
Well, you know.
I don't know why.
Never find it.
I love Norm, I love Artie, but I never could find it. It's too hard.
They moved it around a lot.
They actually didn't, did they?
No, they did. It was on Wednesdays first after Drew Carey, and then after a season and a half, like they do with most hit shows, they moved it to Friday.
And ruined it.
Yeah, right. All successes get moved to Friday.
Right. Well, what they do is they put you on after Drew Carey, which is a hit.
Right.
And if you hold the audience and they move you on your own and see if you can carry your own weight, obviously Norm's show couldn't.
And they didn't bother to move it back. So.
No. Why should they? Why should they? Why should they protect the weak?
Friday's a tough night, man, to get people to watch a show, a sitcom.
A lot of pressure on network guys. Yesterday CBS has its annual unveiling of all the new shows. I guess they have critics, mostly advertisers and advertising community go there to see a preview of what new shows are coming out, and all the celebrities show up and all that.
The people who are going to be on these shows.
Yeah. I didn't go to that. I heard it was an excruciating 2.5 hours of, you know, looking at shows.
Yeah, those things are tough, man.
Gary said he saw a couple of ones that look pretty good. The one that's got me stumped is the new Ellen DeGeneres show that Les Moonves put money into, the CBS show. It's Ellen again, who, you know, nice girl, I'm sure, but isn't all that pleasant to look at. I mean, and she plays a dyke, but she's not even a hot dyke. So, you see, Will and Grace and stuff, the guy's a good-looking guy.
Right. Why don't they get good-looking lesbians for TV?
They can't. They can't get any good-looking ones. There's no good-looking ones that exist.
You know, to her credit, she was actually pretty funny yesterday.
Yeah, I heard she was real good on stage.
She was there live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you about my meeting with her.
You had a meeting?
My brief encounter.
It was an encounter.
Well, I went over to the after party at Tavern on the Green. I was out on Long Island, and then I got a call. And someone said, would you stop by? And I said, well, it's right near where I live, so I'll go. So I did it. I went over there. But it's funny as hell. I got some funny stories to tell you.
Yeah. I can't imagine you and Ellen in the same room.
Yeah, it was weird. Because, like, I turned around and I saw her right away, and I went, she probably hates my guts. And I don't know if I should say hello to her, but, I mean, I know I'm going to encounter. I mean, we were 2 inches from each other.
Course that you were going to collide.
We were on a collision course, yes. That's for sure. You ever been in that situation, Artie?
Yeah, not with a lesbian, no.
Just a guy.
Just dudes.
Yeah.
You know that thing that they do during the day at Carnegie Hall where they show like 3 hours of upcoming stuff? Les Moonves just tells jokes and just trashes the other networks because, you know, they finally have something to gloat about CBS. They're actually #1.
There's an article in the New York Post today about, they got a picture of Mel Karmazin, and it says basically how revenues are up. You know?
Yeah.
Everything is up here at CBS, and how NBC is freaking out because their Thursday night lineup, basically they used to get a ton of money for Friends, the advertisers, and now they have to lower their rates.
Oh.
Yeah, so... I don't know. You know, that's pretty cool. I like that.
They actually showed a...
CBS unraveled the Thursday night lineup at NBC.
Yeah.
Survivor.
In fact, they did a weird thing. You know, the way they do this thing is they go through every night of the week. Okay, here's what's on Monday. Here's what's on Tuesday. And when they got to Thursday, Les said, you know, we used to just brush by Thursday, but Thursday's so big for us now, we're moving Thursday and we're going to do it at the end. Because CBS is Thursday's the best day of the week for CBS.
Wow.
So he's like totally goofing on that. And then they showed a stat that...
Yeah, I saw Les. I had no complaints. I went over, I gave him his props. I said, nice job. Yeah.
He was pretty funny yesterday.
He's a good guy.
But, you know, remember how NBC used to be so big in sports?
Right.
Yeah. Football and everything?
Yeah.
Then they gave football away and they said we were idiots. CBS was idiots for paying for it.
Right.
CBS is #1 in sports. ABC is #2. ESPN is #3. NBC's like almost, you know, just above 5.
Not only that, they're saying NBC is with a bad Olympics coming up again because the Olympics package was so expensive to buy, and most people just aren't watching it.
Right. Well, the last time, where's it this time? Because in Australia, everything was tape delayed and nobody cared about watching it.
The thing that the Olympics the last time was the 15-hour delay.
Yeah.
Everybody knew the results. You know, and everyone knew the results.
Right, you could hear them before you ever saw the telecast.
Yeah, it was stupid. Nobody cared. I know I usually get into Olympics fever. I didn't.
The Olympics are only good when they're in this country.
Yeah.
You know, when they're within 2 or 3 hour time zone.
If I was NBC, I'd say, you know what, we've invested $1 billion in this stupid Olympics.
It's going to be here.
Yeah, it's going to be here, it's going to be now, and it's going to be current and live, and you're going to wait to do an event until we get back from a commercial break, just like in football. You know?
And the other thing they did was they invested heavily in the XFL.
That's the other thing.
Answer to losing football.
That's right.
But they were like, football, we don't need football. We're fine without football.
We don't need no stinky football.
That is...
Is CBS making money with football? Because I know they paid a lot of money for it.
Supposedly they are, because they say that what they get to promote, the new shows they get to promote, you know, makes up for it. And a lot of the new shows, like you know who the big stars of the day were yesterday? The cast of CSI.
Yeah.
Which I've never watched,
dude.
But everyone says it's a great show.
Yeah, we should talk about it. Let me take a commercial break. We'll talk about this.
Yeah, because we're getting heavy into the discussion, and we still need to break.
Yeah, and I keep holding back because we need to break. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
You know, I go on the Stern Fan Network, and sometimes people say they're sick of Eric the Midget. I am not. I'm one of those people who's not. And I see he's on the phone because he's upset that Catherine McPhee has a boyfriend.
What? Why would that upset him?
Did he have a shot?
Yeah, like he was going to be in line.
Well, I wasn't saying that. I was upset about it. It's just that I heard that she had a boyfriend, and I thought I'd pass that along to you.
It looks like some guy she knew before she got on American Idol, and she's trying to figure out a way to get rid of him. Because she was on one of those shows like Extra. Mm-hmm. And they tried to ask her about a boyfriend, and she was kind of like, well, you know, I'm single because, I don't have a ring on my finger, and every girl's single. You know, she was like trying to
downplay it.
Yeah, I think that guy's going to be gone pretty soon.
Well, Eric, maybe you do have a shot.
Of course I do.
Well, last year, Carrie Underwood had a college boyfriend until she got into Idol, and now she's single.
Of course. All these girls know how to do it.
What does that tell you?
What it tells you is when a girl starts making her own money, she gets a different guy.
No, I'm asking Eric what it tells him. It must tell him something totally different.
I know what it tells him.
What?
It tells him he's going to be sitting in his house the same way he always does, and nothing's going to happen. What does it tell you, Eric?
I don't know, not much, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Then why are you calling us like it's such big news?
Hey, I measured my... I can call whenever I want.
I know you want to have her on next week or following week, whatever, and I just thought I'd give you that little bit of information.
Eric's a lot calmer now, but when Blue Iris called him to prank him...
Yeah, he was upset.
Yeah.
This is the usual me when I'm not being prank called by anybody or anything stupid like that.
This is the devil may tear me.
Okay, that just brings up something. You know how you guys say that you will not stop making fun of my voice?
Yeah. Right.
Okay, I'll compromise with you on this. Artie?
Yeah?
Stop. Okay.
Stop what?
whose name is on the show?
Howard Stern.
Right. So to me, the only one in that studio that can make fun of my voice is Howard.
How is that a compromise, you little...
Because I'm at least letting someone do it.
You don't get a right to tell people who can do it.
Why would we compromise? Everybody likes goofing on you.
The compromise is the one we worked out. You complain and we'll keep doing it.
Right.
I'm throwing my midget weight around.
Eric, go back and think up a new one. I got to move along. Thank you, Eric.
How about we go back to the compromise if we completely ignore everything you say?
All right, Eric, have a good day.
You too.
All right, and call me when you get a hold of Catherine McPhee. Thank you.
A friend of mine in Missouri said...
Gross. That's so gross.
But you hear that. You really hear that.
Dude, I want to write a book about in an airport. It's the worst experience ever. It's awful. Like, you feel like you got to boil. Boil everything you put
Is it a novel?
I want to myself when I leave an airport bathroom.
There was a friend of mine in Missouri who's kind of a heavy guy like Artie, and he just ate nothing but, like, bad food, and he said he hadn't had a solid in 12 years. And we used to hear him like that. It was so gross.
Eric the Midget is in trouble with his parents. Eric, what's going on?
Well, there's a website that is reporting the whole thing with the measurement that I did a couple weeks ago. And now my parents read that, and they're all disappointed about that whole thing.
About your size?
No.
Your parents are mad because you measured your...
Yes.
Aren't you like 43 years old? I mean, isn't it time...
No, I'm 31.
Isn't it time your parents kind of butt out?
Did it ever dawn on you to just say to your parents, I didn't really do it, I was kidding, I didn't do it?
Well, because that website would prove that I was lying.
What, your parents know how big your...
No.
Yeah, and your parents, I mean, you were in the privacy of your home, you had a ruler.
Why does he have to lie to his parents at 31?
Well, you know what it is? He feels guilty because his parents support him.
Right.
But that's what they do, they're parents.
Hey, you're handicapped, dude. It's not exactly like you could get a job and support yourself.
That's the job they took on.
Of course you'd like to. It's just hard when you're, 2 feet tall and you got all your friggin' problems you have.
3'6".
No, whatever.
Well, there'll be another website. Are they going to be upset about that?
Howard, be honest. If your kid was like this and everything, you have to treat your kid a little bit differently. Would you want him to get laid? Would you want him to?
Eric the Midget is so delusional. His parents aren't mad at him. They're not.
You don't think so, huh?
No, I don't think so at all.
Oh, I think they are.
Why don't you call them and ask them?
Oh, we would love to talk to them.
Well, what did they... I will call them. What did your parents say to you?
They just think that, you guys, treat me real bad and stuff like that.
Well, we do. So what? You're 31 years old.
You call us. We don't call you.
Even your listeners have said that you guys are completely too rough on me.
But, Eric, you could not pick up the phone.
And call us. How do your parents bring it up to you? We understand, Eric, we understand that you measured your on the air?
Well, they asked if I was going to be calling in at all, and they said that they read on that website that I wish that idiot would shut down.
What website?
It's called Wackopedia or something like that. It's got the profiles of everybody that's in the whack pack.
And your parents read that?
Yeah.
I don't even read that.
I think they're big fans of the show.
It's Wikipedia, and it's actually, Howard, it's a huge website. It's not like some little weird fan website. It's like you could put in any name, or it's almost like an encyclopedia.
Yeah, but he's saying they call it Wackopedia for the whack pack.
Oh, is that? Oh, I see.
Yeah. Eric, so your parents saw on there that you measured your big deal. And what did they threaten to do to you? Move you to the lake house?
Well, they, I guess, would do that, and really I don't want it to happen because my roommate just, got a job finally, and, I don't want to mess up that whole thing where...
And did you tell your dad you have an opportunity to get a hand job or get laid from Tabitha Stevens?
I'm not taking that.
Don't you think your dad wants you to get laid?
Howard, I don't want to be with someone that's had or has a list of guys longer than War and Peace.
Well, who are you getting?
You think you're going to be a hot chicks first? Eric, you know who? You have been with no one who has any list at all.
You've been with no one.
Oh.
So what? So the chick has got a rocking body. She'll let you squeeze her tits, and she'll give you a hand job. What?
So, Eric, you would rather leave the planet?
I guess.
You know, it's so funny how different people are. Remember Wheelchair Steve? Yeah. We set him up with Tabitha. His mother thanked me.
She brought him in.
She was so happy.
First of all, Tabitha's got one of the best bodies I've ever seen on a chick. She's got a great ass and a flat stomach and big fake tits. And you're telling me that your pop would be mad if you came to New York and she gave you a hand job? You got to be kidding me.
And I'll tell you something else about Tabitha, too. She's not patronizing. Like, she'll like you when she's doing it, for real.
She was really good to Steve.
Yeah.
Really good.
He's still dreaming about it.
She's a saint.
Hey, I'd take that hand job right now. What if I throw in a hand job for your dad, too?
None of these nice girls are doing anything for you. These so-called nice girls.
Yeah. Sounds to me like your parents are jealous of your fame and success on this show.
Well, yeah, tell them to find you a girl who will do something.
Yeah, one with no resume.
Have they done anything?
So what do your parents do? What is the punishment for you measuring your...
They're just disappointed in me. They haven't given any punishment.
Did they do something like move the ketchup to a higher shelf or something?
How about you're 31 years old and they should stop laying a trip on you about what they're disappointed in? So
yeah, they're treating you like a baby.
Did you agree to stop measuring your...
Well, I've done it once. I don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
Why did he do it anyway?
Because I gave him Catherine McPhee's home phone number.
Oh.
Her cell phone.
Did you tell your dad why you did it?
Yeah.
It was reported on there. He read it.
That would disappoint me more, the reason you did it. That would merely make me go, we have a problem in this family.
Speaking of that, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes are not married. I didn't know that, but they're not married.
No, they haven't been married, yeah.
And at their wedding, you know who they want? Hey, Eric, you'll be interested in this. Do you know who they want to have sing at their wedding?
I watch the entertainment show, so I know that they've asked for Catherine.
Catherine McPhee.
Heck.
Gross. Tom Cat has McFever. Pals say Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes have become such big fans of American Idol runner-up Catherine McPhee. They want the 21-year-old songbird to sing at their wedding.
They are weird. That is definitely weird.
Man. They have become Catherine's biggest fans. Little American Idol trivia for Eric.
I guess it's because she did Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Judas Priest.
Nice rendition of it.
All right, Eric, I got to go. I don't know what to tell you with this parents thing.
Yeah, why'd you call us? Just to tell us your parents are angry, or do they want something? What is it?
I just wanted to let you know that they weren't too happy about that thing that I did.
Nah, screw them.
Yeah, we're not going to ask you to do it again. You did it once.
Don't be mad at us. We don't lay a trip on you. I don't think there's anything wrong with measuring your...
Next time we're going to have you duty in a diaper.
Yeah, tell them that.
I mean, it's just that I want to keep talking to you guys, but yet I, at the same time, don't want to be doing anything that would disappoint them.
Keep listening to your mommy and daddy, and you won't be talking to us soon. Soon they'll have you being miserable, sitting in that house of yours.
All alone.
All alone. All your fame gone. Now you got people writing you. You got a whole thing going on from
you
this show.
You even had Catherine McPhee's phone number.
Yeah. Did you ever call her again?
I waited till last week, and I did call one time to, give a little message to her, sorry that she didn't win, and that kind of message.
That was comforting.
Did she call you back?
No, I still have not heard from her. But I figure she's still busy going to all the different talk shows.
Oh, is that what you figured?
Yeah. Do you ever think maybe she's never just going to call you? No matter how many talk shows she has?
Well, she called you guys back.
Oh.
Well, we have a show. We're very, very important. Did you leave your number?
Yes.
Yes. I'd give anything to hear that message.
Are we interested in having her on, Howard?
Yeah, of course.
Because, it's funny, I called back the other day, and she got on the phone, and she's like, oh, my God, I'm not allowed to talk to you. Not like she's like not supposed to deal with us, like, 'cause Fox handles everything.
Right.
But she's coming to town in like a week or so.
Yeah, we want her on.
We want her on,
what's
right?
funny? If you showed me a picture of two women, I couldn't tell you which one she was.
Hey, Eric, I bet you want to meet her, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you do?
You're going to have to dive.
You're going to put your penis in
Get ready for your parents really to get...
Tell Mom and Dad to not go on that website for about a year. We're going to have you on, and you're going to meet Catherine
We'll bring
McPhee.
you all the way here.
Would you wear, like, Hank's old bunny costume to meet Catherine McPhee?
No.
Yes, you would.
To meet Catherine McPhee, to sit on the couch next to her.
No.
What if she gives you a hand job?
Oh, please, she wouldn't do that.
You might have to put a ruler in your this time.
You know,
see how many inches you can take.
Give her 2 years, she'll be doing that.
Hey, Eric.
No.
You better think it over.
Sitting right next to her. Can ask her anything you want.
Would you urinate in a diaper?
No.
All right, don't wear a diaper. Just go in your chair.
Would you let Richard...
Nope.
Will you play what?
No.
Shrinctionary?
Yeah, here's your choices. If we have Catherine McPhee on, you can sit next to her on the couch. I'll even let you touch her. But
She'll give you a kiss, I'm
you
sure.
got to do one of three things. A, we can flush you down a toilet. B, you wear a diaper and defecate in it. Or C, and I don't remember what it is. Oh, you let Richard...
Which one would you do, Howard?
No, no, and no.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
I'm not going to let a guy barf on me.
We've all done it before.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
And it'll be part of a sketch. Robin puts you on a changing table afterwards and wipes you down and powders you.
Big safety pin.
We'll put one of those little bonnets on you.
As a sketch, though.
And you got to be bare-chested. Just the diaper and the bonnet.
Which would you do? Would you let Richard vomit on you?
No, no, and no.
Wow. Well, I guess you're not going to be meeting her.
What do you think is appropriate for you to do to meet her? What would you do, Eric?
Beetlejuice?
Me? Man, that would be funny. Think about that, Eric.
All right, as Gary said, what would you do?
That's pay-per-view.
What would you do? You shave your balls?
Clue.
Will you shave your balls on the air?
Would you get waxed?
Ooh, waxing.
Well, wax your balls on the air.
No, thanks.
And your taint.
Nope.
Would you put a Sirius satellite receiver?
Nope.
We'll see if we can pick up reception.
No.
Another no.
Gee, I'm running out of things for you to do.
Why should we have you on, then?
What fun of you?
I don't know.
Can we mail you somewhere?
How about mailing him here? If he comes here in the mail, he can see it.
We're going to put you in a package and mail you here. And if you get here, you can...
Can we FedEx you to Brazil?
You think you could put him in a package and mail him here?
Well, okay, so wait a second. Hold on. If I wanted to get...
Why don't we mail him to Catherine McPhee?
What if we mail you to Catherine McPhee and it's in the fan mail?
Wait, if I bought a dog from California and I wanted to get it to New York, I could ship it.
Right.
Sure.
Right. He's as big as a large dog.
Yeah, we'll mail you to Catherine. It'll be in her fan mail.
Eric, what do you weigh?
About 80 pounds.
Yeah, perfect.
Please, a full-size Doberman's 100.
Yeah, they get those hundreds of pounds televisions here.
Oh, St. Bernard will crush him.
Is it illegal to mail a human?
It is. Remember the guy who mailed himself?
No.
Is it illegal to mail a human?
Yeah, it is. He got in trouble.
Why is Howard such a great interviewer? Howard Stern is such a great interviewer because he's an innovator, because he changed literally. I'm just going to get this banana. The reason, see, that's the sort of thing, like, pre-Howard Stern, someone would have gone, oh, I've got to stop, there's a banana's come in the room, the world will fall apart. But post-Howard Stern, I, a younger broadcaster, inspired by him, realised that the banana becomes part of the bit. Post-Howard Stern, the insertion of this banana into my own anus could make broadcasting history. He's made the scatological intelligent, the intelligent scatological. He's a postmodernist, he's an artist, he's connected to the unified field of consciousness, he's a rebel, he's a very great thinker, and he seems like a sweet human being as well. One of the most challenging interviews I've ever done is with Howard Stern. As soon as he sits in the chair, he's on you. It's like facing like a garrison of Roman warriors. He's attacking you from all angles, but, you know, if you can handle it, then he becomes sweet to you. So I think he's literally one of the best broadcasters in history. Possibly you could say he's the best radio personality there's ever been. Well, you can't argue with that.
Oh, Russell Brand is here. He's been on many times. Haven't seen him in a while.
Many times?
Yeah, he's been on a couple of times already.
Has he?
How many times have you been on? Like 2 or 3?
Once.
I came on the phone another time.
Oh.
Is that it?
Yeah, only twice. I would definitely remember. I'd mark these occasions in my mind.
I was thinking about you, you know, the way you dress, because you wear really tight pants, and like, you like to show your belly when you wear a shirt and stuff.
Sometimes.
And I was talking about it with my wife, and she said, no, Russell's doing that to kind of be funny.
Is this a joke, the way you dress?
Hold on a minute. This is not some sort of a joke.
Is it like to be humorous, your style of clothing?
Sometimes, Howard, there is a trace of irony.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not like a man who's like, yeah, take me seriously. But also, I do hope to look nice if your wife thinks that it's like comical.
No, but I mean, like even now, like you're wearing a belly shirt and you're showing your pubes.
But
I mean,
what are the suspenders things that are hanging down, too? You got a little thing going on.
This is a leather chain. I suppose, like, my dress sense is to accentuate, not without good reason, the sex organs.
I see. Okay.
Everything is focused on the balls.
So people are thinking, oh, sex organs.
You know, every time I speak to you, I mean, you are a legendary coxman.
A legendary coxman?
Yeah, I mean, you love girls, you love to have sex. And, you know, I was watching you when you met Katy, your fiance, Katy Perry, who we had in here.
Yes.
Well, I said to Robin after she was here, tremendously sexy girl.
She's a beauty.
She's a beauty, but for you to be getting married, I don't know. Do you think it's going to really last?
Well,
do you think it'll last?
Of course, since I wouldn't get married. Of course I do.
Right.
I can understand your dilemma because it is a very peculiar transition from, like, you know, on previous occasions when I've come in here, I've always thought there's a distinct possibility that I could burst through that glass or at least decorate it in some sort of effluvia into Robin's arena, as it were. Yeah. Now I know, due to marital pledges, there's no chance of me having sex with Robin.
What happened? Let's go through what happened so I understand.
Yeah,
I want to make sure you're doing the right thing.
Yeah,
you were on the MTV Awards.
I'll describe it like a road accident because that's what you're making it sound like.
Right.
Like, I sort of, what happened was I'd met her previously. We did this, like, in the film I'd done. She'd done a brief cameo, and we were supposed to do this scene where we sort of spilled out onto a balcony and kissed each other. And we were on one of them. We were on Paramount lot, right? And we were behind this facade, a pretend street, right?
So before the Video Music Awards.
1 year before, precisely. Yes.
You're in a movie together. This is this new movie coming out, right?
Exactly, Howard.
Where you're the character from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yes.
And so you have a little scene, a vignette, where you were kissing Katy Perry.
Exactly. This is it. And before the vignette, we stood behind this balcony on our own. No one else is there, just me and her. And I'm a little bit awkward and shy because I think she's dead pretty and everything. So it goes, all right, so we'll come on this balcony, and I suppose, you know, we'll like muck about a bit, and then we'll kiss each other. And she sort of nodded and looked at me, and we just leaned in and kissed each other. Even though there was like
nobody there.
There was no one there. It wasn't a necessary rehearsal. It's not like they were framing up for anything or anything like that.
Right.
So we had this kiss, and from that moment on, the seeds were planted. Now, at that time, I was not ready to embark on the mission that is monogamy.
Yeah, I mean, for people who don't know this, I mean, you're pretty legendary for having, like, you were banging like 3 chicks a day. You would go out and perform. You even had a team of guys who would pick out girls for you to have sex with. You even had like a SWAT team.
They did have other jobs as well. They weren't like, because like security and driving.
Right.
Like they weren't solely womanizing consultants.
Like Tiger Woods or something with the, you know, all of this.
He kind of was.
Yeah.
You kind of were, right?
I was very, very committed to it. I took it seriously. I was like a sort of a monk of sexual energy.
No, but I mean, you struck me as a guy who had, and I'm not calling you a Neanderthal, but you were the type of man that said, look, I'm famous, I've waited a long time for this, you're a handsome guy, and you said, now I'm a movie star, I'm breaking even in America, not just in England. And you kind of said, listen, I have a right now to fuck as many women as I want and leave them crippled in your path. I mean, really.
I tried not to cripple anyone.
Right.
If I saw...
How is he crippling them?
I was very into...
emotionally.
Right in the spine.
Right.
I'm going to fuck your spine out.
You're like a jellyfish. Right.
If I noticed neurological damage was occurring, I would stop and call it... Get a medic in here! Her eyes are rolling back in her head, and this time it's not an orgasm.
So you had a medical team as well as a SWAT team that would pick up. But you would be literally doing a show, and you would say to your guys, okay, pick out the beautiful, what do they call them in England, birds. And
beautiful birds. Go out there and get beautiful birds. And they would relish this opportunity. One of them's here. Danny was one of the best ones at it. Security and womanizing consultant. They'd be given special wristbands, led into a corridor. It was a wonderful time.
But you knew in a sense that the women were using you and you were using them. It was a quid pro quo.
Precisely, Howard, yes. But
why is it that you always say the women are using
choosing him?
Well, because he's famous. They want to put a notch on their
Do
belt.
you think every one of those women thought they are just going to be a one-nighter?
And a lot of them even believed that he was going to be sensitive and loving.
Right.
Hold on.
Absolutely.
Orgasms were guaranteed. Can I just say?
all.
I wasn't like a blundering oaf in there, elbowing my way.
But you knew at times there were girls who said, "Oh my God, this is my chance. Russell will fall in love with me." Blah, 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 blah.
If they were looking at it like American Idol, Howard, they were mistaken.
Right.
It was not an opportunity for an album. It was just a little bit of fun.
So you were a guy of a mindset, and I understand this mindset. I had this mindset for a while too, so I understand it. And so you did this scene with Katy Perry, and you, as you say, you weren't even really ready. You thought she was attractive, but you weren't ready to get married or anything. You go to host the Video Music Awards, and then you start to flirt with her from the stage. I was watching it, right? Yes. And did some kind of light bulb go on over your head and say, now I want to be in a relationship?
I think in the intervening year, I changed a bit. I'd become a little bit weary with the lifestyle you're describing, because though it is, and I can't stress this enough, brilliant having sex with loads of different girls, especially if you was a tubby little kid and a little bit shy, and suddenly the keys to the kingdom, it was brilliant fun. But then after a while, I got a little bit soulless, and I started to feel a bit lonely. And say, for example, like you've got a wife and everything, you might go, "Oh, do you remember that film we watched yesterday?" I'd say that to someone, and it weren't the person. It was always another person.
It was a different one.
They weren't there yesterday.
That's right.
Dear.
Now, if she wasn't Katy Perry, now first of all, she's a tremendously talented girl. She really is. I think her music's terrific. I've told her that to her face. I also think, and I've said this way before you hooked into her, I used to say to Robin on the air, "There's a girl I'd like to bang."
Oh, Howard. I love her. Right in my stomach.
The whole world thinks this.
Yeah, I mean, she's cute.
She's
and she
a
kind
beauty.
of bops around. So I understand the attraction, but what is it because she's the famous Katy Perry?
I can explain it thusly. When we were doing the rehearsals for that for the MTV VMA Awards in Radio City Hall, I was showing off to a group of my friends. It was all like a rehearsal. So like the people were prepping the room. There's like roadies and henchmen and teamsters and people's entourages all moving about. The atmosphere of before a big show. People are edgy and nervous. I'm showing off to a group of my mates and a group of producers and such like. I thought I was being dead funny. In fact, I'm pretty sure I was being funny. People were laughing unless it was the sycophantic chuckle of people who don't really believe in me.
Right.
During the midst of this, across the air, from nowhere, apparently, a bottle struck me on the head. A bottle that was half full or half empty. Yes, in rehearsal.
A water bottle?
Yeah, a water bottle.
Right.
Yes, hit me on the head. Right, and I looked in the direction of where it had come, and it was Katy, right? And I was a bit embarrassed because I'd been showing off in front of my mates. So I thought, hold on a minute, this is a bit rich, all this.
Yeah.
And then she came on, she's all sort of wisecracking and being sort of like rude and that to me in front of my mates. My mates are sort of laughing and enjoying them getting knocked off my centre, and I started to feel this weird feeling like I was ill or something.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. And then like sort of, then there was a good bit. She had to do that, you know, she like did the intro, she was singing "We Will Rock You" from the stage. We had to practice that. We had to go up on the stage, and she went, we will rock you," singing it all half-hearted, how singers do when they're rehearsing. It makes it even cooler.
They put half the energy in.
They just put in about half the energy.
And it's
then,
still good.
Still good, it's almost better. And then like she goes, just as like, you know, I come down to do, and she goes, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the biggest queen I've ever met," because it's a Queen song. "Please welcome the biggest queen I've ever met, Russell Brand." I thought, she's
funny.
A smart ass.
Right.
So I walked to the front of the stage and I thought this brilliant thing. She's on a hydraulic stage, and the hydraulic stage is being lowered. She's on there with Joe Perry from Aerosmith. That stage is being lowered. And I go, "Thank you, Katy, for that wonderful, wonderful introduction." Now in a chilling foreshadow of the next 12 months, Katy Perry disappears without trace, just as she was lowered out of vision on that stage. I thought, yes, I've won. Then she put this little bracelet on my wrist, right? Like cuffed me up like a prisoner of love with this bangle. She goes, "Here, have this bracelet." And I was like, look, sort of, she'd done that just prior, and I was thinking, oh, I've got to give this bracelet back. I can't keep it if she doesn't want me. So like, just as I was about to leave, I goes, "Oh, do you want that bracelet back that you give me?" And she went, no, keep it to remind you of me. And I went, "I don't need nothing to remind me of you." And it was like a lovely little chilling moment.
You said, "I don't need nothing to remind me of you."
Yeah, it was romantic.
No kidding. So how do you? Okay, so that was cool.
You were saying that thing about the fame, and like, yeah, definitely, it makes an impact at the beginning, like it's a sucker punch. You know, because, oh my God, she's famous.
To date a woman who is powerful, who can make her own money, and also be hot is great.
But has her own business, too. I mean, she's always flitting off to do whatever she needs to do.
She's got her own narrative, right? She can't control her.
Who is worth more money, do you think, in the relationship? You do think so, yeah.
She's got to be, isn't she? I mean, you know.
Don't you think, though, her career is kind of like, you know, musicians, it's tough to come up with music that everyone's going to like over and over.
Yeah.
So do you think she's banking on you to be the big earner in the future?
If she's got any sense, Howard, she will be.
boy.
That's right. And do you think that eventually you will out-earn her?
Well, I mean, I don't know about it in those terms, but I'm not planning to have a mediocre career. I'm going to work hard.
You're not going to coast now.
I'm not coasting.
Okay. You've got 7 movies in development, from what I read. You've got this brand new movie, by the way, which I should say.
Oh yes, I've got to
I should. I mean, you got a lot going on.
Something is needing to be plugged, all right?
Yeah, what am I?
Not as much as I used to. I used to need to plug everything.
You're also working on the movie Arthur, a remake.
Yeah, we're remaking that.
Where a woman is going to play your butler.
Helen Mirren, Dame Helen Mirren.
The Queen.
My point is, you've got a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
So Katy Perry gives you this incredible sort of like, hey, I'm interested in you moment at the MTV Awards. You get on TV and you say, boy, there's a girl I'd love to have sex with, or however you put it.
Well, yeah, it was much more like a feeling of powerful sort of yearning and resonance in my stomach.
Now,
that was new to you.
Did you call
yes,
her?
It made me feel
did
weird.
You call her that night?
She called me later and goes, "Do you want to go to this Jay-Z concert with her and all her friends?" I thought I don't want to get submerged into the world of all her friends, so I sort of.
But this is exciting because not only do you have celebrity friends, but she must have her friend is Jay-Z.
Rihanna, she's hanging out with. She's with everybody.
Isn't it true your bachelor party will be thrown by Jay-Z?
No, it isn't. Sometimes I read things like that, but if I have remember, I don't drink or take drugs or anything like that. I'm not suggesting Jay-Z does, but if I have a bachelor party, it'll be a dull affair, most likely held in a garden.
Right, it'll probably be a dinner of some sort.
Thank you for coming, gentlemen. I am no longer a bachelor. Hip hip hooray!
That was my bachelor party. A bunch of guys went to dinner and I went home.
That's right, yeah.
I said no strip club for me, because what's the point?
What's the point?
You know, if I'm really in love, do I really need that?
That's right.
Yeah.
There's only trouble at strip clubs.
No good can come from a strip club, not for a man who's getting married.
No way.
It's nice to use it as a takeaway service when it exists as an opportunity.
Is it true Katie's bachelorette party will be thrown by Rihanna?
I believe that might be the case.
See, that's exciting stuff going on.
I am excited by the celebrity things, don't get me wrong, because it's sort of like it seems big and on some level it represents as important, but without the sort of like, you know, like really relationships, in a room with someone you think, oh my God, she's really bright and special and loving. You know?
So you go out with her that night to Jay-Z.
Yes.
And
I didn't go. I said, no, I'm not coming.
Why?
Because I didn't want to be all dragged off into someone else's life. I was nervous.
No kidding. Here you're into this girl. I would be like, wow, I'm going.
You would go with the friends, huh?
No, you didn't go. So it shows you're not. Was it calculated, though, to say to her, listen, I don't want to get to know you that way?
Yeah, I thought, like, if I go there, she'll be with all her friends and I won't have no authority in that. I won't like it.
So what do you say to her? How do you hook up? How do you get together?
Come for dinner tomorrow night. We went for dinner the next night in a restaurant.
Where did you take her, Katy Perry?
Too Posh it was.
Too Posh.
I can't remember the name of the place. It was in New York. It was Too Posh. And you know in a restaurant where it's so posh you're aware of the knife and fork hitting the plate. Clink, clink, clink. Yeah. And I wasn't as funny as usual. I felt off my game.
What does she wear? Was she dressed sexy?
She looked amazing. She was wearing some sparkling, bejeweled thing as if she'd strolled out of Valhalla, some Viking queen.
So and what did you wear? One of your belly shirts?
I wore a belly shirt, of course. I'm bringing out the belly. A night like that.
Well, you got a nice belly. I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
So then you're on this date.
Yes.
You go to a restaurant. I assume a lot of photographers come and take your picture.
Actually, no. It was quite sort of quiet. It was in New York. No one knew about it or
See, that's
or
what's
didn't
nice
care.
about New York, isn't it?
Yeah. So we just went. It was all right.
And so you're out. You have this dinner. Do you go back to your place? Do you go back to your hotel? Where do you go?
Well, she did come back. We just had a little kiss, and then she went home, which again was very confusing because that's normally the bit for the sex.
Yeah, you went to the hotel, your hotel.
My hotel.
Yeah, and you kissed. You made out a little bit.
A little bit of kissing, just kissing.
And then you said, "Hey, baby," you go for the titty. And then
Good night.
I did not go for the titty.
You didn't go for the titty?
No, I was just sort of like, because remember, I'm all bamboozled with all these feelings, these confusing feelings.
Because you've never felt, you find yourself actually caring about her, right?
Yeah, which was very strange. I was not used to be a musketeer.
So she left?
Yeah, I did.
Did you beat off that night?
That night, I don't think so, because I think I had this peculiar emotional block that meant my penis looked unusual down there. It was just like an exclamation mark between my legs.
Being the open kind of guy you are, you're a very open kind of guy. I mean, I don't know what you're like off, when you're
Who knows when you're not here what you're like.
I drop this facade and go out and kick dogs.
Yeah, you're probably a demon. So do you call her up afterwards and say, I'm confused, all we did was kiss, I thought maybe there was more there? What do you do?
What happened was, there was this mate, one of the bits that was very striking, Howard, is there's a bit I was talking to her at dinner, and I felt like when you took too much acid and you get this sort of wave of, oh no, my whole identity's melting, the world is an illusion, nothing's real, oh God, everything I believe in's falling apart. And like sometimes when you're on acid, you'll go to someone, I'm frightened. They'll go, it's all right, just breathe, go with it, man, just go with it. And I went to her, I feel a bit like, and I've nearly went on the first dinner, I nearly went, I love you! Right, and then sort of screamed it in a panic attack.
Is she that great that you loved her on the first? I mean, like you really thought you were in love?
Yes, on that dinner, I thought, I'm going to marry her. I'm going to marry her.
You really felt that way?
Totally, like a big smash through the heart with a horse and carriage.
As a man who was a heroin addict and had a lot of problems, do you start to doubt yourself and go, with this feeling of love, maybe it's just like, maybe one of my crazy things?
Maybe it's an addiction thing.
I did wonder.
You suffer from OCD, I know that. You have all of this. You know,
does he have OCD too?
Yes, he does. And he practices transcendental meditation.
I do, I'm well into it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Me too. How many years?
Unified field. I just started about that time, actually. I learned it off this fella, Bobby Roth. He taught me around the time that I met Katy. It was very, very succinct and
all at the same
helpful.
time.
Yeah, because it helped me, because like from that day, from that mad acid rush of feeling like I was in love, where she just went like, I feel a bit strange. She went, it's all right, what's your favourite film? Just like as how you would talk someone down. It was like you know, Elephant Man, and then everything was okay. And like from then, I learned transcendental meditation. I went off to some prison in Louisiana to make a documentary, and everything changed. Stopped that day, honestly. Not cheated on her, not done nothing wrong. Not got off with other birds, not messed around.
When did you see her again?
Do you think the TM?
2 weeks later.
I've been doing TM for 36 years, and when I started, I stopped smoking spontaneously. A lot of things happened to me. So do you think that maybe from the TM, even your mindset changed about women?
I believe it may have done, Howard.
That's very possible.
Because I think you were accessing
stress.
Yes, you.
I don't think that his mindset about women necessarily changed. His mind changed about his life.
Maybe he's in love with TM and not Katy.
Oh!
So wait.
No,
so Katy,
because it's definitely her. I'm not sort of projecting these feelings willy-nilly all over the shop.
It was at the level of conversation. You had a lot of things in common at that dinner, and you just said, gee, this girl just turns me on. This is the one. This is that.
I can talk to her. These others I don't even want to stay with.
That's right.
Yeah.
So how long before you get into her pants where you can actually have coitus?
Well, the act of coitus, Howard, occurred well, obviously, because I love her, I want to be protective to some degree of our privacy, which is another odd thing for me, because in the past, everything for me has been for comedy. I've had no privacy in no regard. Bloody ages, right? What happened is like we didn't see each other for a couple of weeks.
Why is that?
Because like of scheduling things. I was off making this documentary about enlightenment in a prison in Louisiana with condemned men sleeping with rapists and murderers.
About enlightenment vis-a-vis TM or just enlightenment in general?
Enlightenment in general, but TM, we went to Fairfield to learn with all them, like the transcendental meditation people, as part of the same project.
Oh, is that how it happened?
Yes. Also this. You said that as if something suspicious was going on.
Yeah, you didn't just come by it. You were doing some work and it just...
you came upon
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I was doing an investigative project.
So you don't see Katy Perry for a couple of weeks.
Then she calls up and she goes, like she was meant to be going on holiday to Thailand with a friend of hers, Suzanne, and this friend got sick and couldn't go. She goes, do you want to come to Thailand?
But do you call each other every day since the first date?
I write these letters to her that were like Edwardian epistles. My dear, I'm looking out the window. I saw a nightingale nesting. Everything's gone all mental and romantic.
Like in those old movies where the guy, they only have letters, and you became a man of letters.
You were writing letters, or are these emails or texts?
I wrote on parchment with a feather.
Did you write love poetry to her?
Yes.
Like give me an example of a poem you wrote.
I wrote this
Katy
thing.
Perry.
She told me she was. I mean, this is sort of private. It's because you coax things out of people, don't you? You smash through people's intimacy. Well, there's this thing where I was in she wrote she was making a music video and she was in a fountain, and I just like, and I'd been meditating and I was in that prison being looked after by a lovable rapist, and he was quite nice actually. It's confusing when you meet someone who's a rapist and they're quite nice.
Right,
This is confusing.
I'm liking a rapist.
Why can't you have proper sex?
You actually met a rapist and said, gee, he seems nice except for the fact that he's a rapist.
Were it not for these rapes, you'd be a thoroughly nice man.
I understand.
With me, all you'd have to do is buy me a cup of coffee.
I understand Charles Manson's lovely.
When you're not being killed by him.
Right.
When he's not nosing up your apartment in all sorts of blood, he's a nice fella.
Right. So you start writing love poems. What did you wrote about the fountain?
Yeah, there's something about a fountain, and also when I met her, oh my God, check this out. This is dead private, really. But like she was sort of like, like I said that she looked like a mermaid. She had this tumbling hair, and I gave her this note and I said, "You are a mermaid, and I'm drowning."
Oh, you pussy.
No! So many women. 5 a day I was
Put
doing.
those headphones
The
on.
Russell Brand Easter hot tub party was legendary. Lined up they were.
I love love stories. I do. I love a love story.
You said I was a pussy.
This
Oh
is
no.
good. I'm kidding with you. Listen, that's
Now
you
the
know
whole
what?
world
Can I tell you something?
knows.
I think
Shit!
I think it's sort of sweet that you're able to open that side of yourself up after all the years of being a womanizer. But were you afraid that would turn her off? Like maybe you were coming on too strong. You're a mermaid with your hair.
All right, don't mention the mermaid thing. I really regret it.
Turned around and said, "Pussy."
Yeah.
She does take the piss. She's cold with that stuff.
But in all seriousness, like that's a risk, isn't it, for you to open
Yes,
yourself
it's an
up?
emotional risk. Do you know what surprised me, Howard?
Because she could have turned around and said, "Oh, this guy's
dear,
whacked." Yeah.
mermaid? You make me feel a bit sick, dude. Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Yeah.
Right, she like, no,
And
but...
plus, she is a poet by living, in a sense, and you're probably saying, gee, maybe my poetry kind of sucks.
Yeah, how
compared
can
to
I
her
write to
poetry.
someone who writes?
Hold on a second. Let's not call my poetry into question. I'm an Englishman.
Right.
Country of Shakespeare and Wordsworth.
Wait a minute, it's the Irish who are really known for poetry.
Yeah, no, Beckett, Wilde, I gotcha. But it's the same language.
But so you become a man of letters, and you start writing, and this is an unusual feeling. You're not looking at other girls. You're saying, I'm focused on this Katy Perry. And we always thought it was going to be a British girl for you. No. All of a sudden, it's an American. It's a whole thing. American. Weird.
Her parents are preachers.
I know. Now, when you
that's
met,
right.
when you look kind of like, rock starish.
The devil, actually.
The devil, yeah.
Madam!
Did you, when you met her parents?
Yeah. I know.
They're evangelists, aren't they?
But they're actually very lovely. They're evangelists. They're new. They're like born again Christians or whatever. Which when I heard it, I thought, oh, this ain't gonna go well. Right? But like her dad hung out with Tim Leary and sort of like Christianity via madness. And like her mum like went to that Berkeley, San Francisco, and like sort of Berkeley. That's it. That's the one. Thank you. And like sort of like she like went to a Doors concert and danced once with Jimi Hendrix.
So they're not total straights.
No, they see me and I think I'm like might be like a window back to the glorious 60s.
Is her mom hot like she is?
Yeah, mum is pretty hot, so that's good news, isn't it?
And no chance you going berserk and then banging the mom and...
Well, I think that let's speculate. Hold on, let's try this out. Perhaps, yes, the entire parent... Why stop there?
Do you find that... So here's something that disturbs me, though.
Yes.
After 4 months of going out, and out of that 4 months, maybe you saw each other for a few weeks, because you both are on the road and you have tours, and she has tours, you have movies. I mean, in 4 months, you ask her to marry you.
Yeah. Because I tell you...
Was the sex the best sex you ever had?
That is a wonderful aspect of the relationship, but it's much more. All of it is like some spiritual connection. Honestly, I'm worried now because I've said the mermaid thing. But seriously, what's good? What happened is I felt like this connection to a person, and suddenly I've never been able to stop sleeping with women. It's just been my hobby. I love it. I'm devoted and dedicated. This happened, and in fact, that ain't the thing that's even hard. Of course, in some respects, it is nice to have sex with loads and loads of people. But like the thing that I've missed, much more than that, which I've been able to let go, the thing that's actually difficult about it, Howard, is trusting someone emotionally and knowing that one person now can hurt you because you love them. And like normally, if one girl hurts you, just go, oh, that one hurt a little bit. Guards, fetch several more women.
Right.
Ones that aren't so cruel.
You're taking an emotional risk. It's a little scary. When's the last time you were with another woman? In other words,
the day before that dinner.
Right. And
it was two of them.
And she...
Obviously.
You had
for efficiency.
Yeah. You had two women in your bed at the same time.
So you had
the
no
day before
idea
you
this
met Katy.
transformation was happening.
That's healthy.
But no idea that this transformation was happening. You were running your life the way you always had.
Yeah.
And boom.
Boom, like that.
Yeah. And by the way, she was not innocent. She had been reported to be making out with...
No, Howard, my feelings.
She was making out with John Mayer just a few days before she met you.
I don't think that's true. I think that's speculative. But even if it is true, I can't be able to, stuff happens, doesn't it? It's life.
Did you have that? Did you have that uncomfortable conversation with her? Like, how many guys have you slept with?
I try not. Yeah, we've done those kind of conversations. But to tell you the truth, mate, mine's bloody like it's a war zone. Do you know what I mean? I'm pulling out like. It looks like a death toll.
Was she afraid to sleep with you? Did she say, I want you tested? After all, you've legendarily slept with millions of women. I mean, did she want you, for AIDS or herpes?
Did you have to be tested?
I've always been very, very clean. If you look at me, I'm a very clean person.
Your nails are clean.
Lovely fingernails. I've got the belly, as you can see, is in tip-top shape.
You could still be riddled with AIDS.
So
you're alive with the AIDS. You're crawling with it.
So Katy must have made you wear a rubber the first night you were with her.
God, and he gets to it, didn't he, with the rubber? Oh, crikey. Look, we don't need to know them sort of details.
No,
I mean,
but
like,
you needed to wear rubber,
the
right?
thing is, I've achieved this privacy, and I'm very clever. I've always had privacy, I tell you. I've always had tests and been careful with all that stuff anyway.
Listen to me.
Yeah, you mustn't get sexually transmitted diseases. It's a silly business.
Yes, but you didn't wear a rubber at the first night?
Well,
is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying, Howard, is the love of this woman has led me to have this area of my life that I want to protect. That previously I would have, like, you know, there's stuff that's happened that's been really funny, and I can't do it.
Do you think you could really be trusted in a marriage? I mean, don't you think at some point the novelty is going to? I mean, you guys really haven't known each other that long. Okay, 4 months.
How long should they wait?
Even didn't Katie's parents say to you, "Listen, son, 4 months you've been dating my daughter. This is too soon to be engaged"?
No, they sort of like, they're dead on it. They go, "You two have had a spiritual connection. This is a really beautiful thing.
They
look
like
after each other." No, they really they're lovely to me.
When's the marriage?
This year.
Now, I'm going to tell you, you guys got a rough road ahead of you, and I'll tell you why.
Why? What do you mean?
I'm going to tell you why. For example, I know that tonight you're flying to Vegas to see her. I happen to know that.
No, she's here.
Oh, she's here?
Yeah, I just left her.
But then you got to leave her for 2 months.
Yeah, I've got loads of work.
I know about your schedule. You're going to be apart for 2 months.
I know
I right?
about your schedule.
I do. Am I right?
Yes, there's going to be some separation.
Right. So how are you going to handle that?
Well,
I mean, I'm telling you, things get weird. After 2 weeks,
what
things
happens?
Get weird. What happens?
Yeah, what
you
gets
start
weird?
to get suspicious. You start to feel, oh my God, I don't have anybody with me.
And she'll feel the same way. What's he up to?
She's having too much fun on her own.
I don't like the idea of that at all.
Wait, what are you promoting? Because am I getting the high sign? He's got to leave?
Big time.
Why have I got to leave? I like it here.
I know. We like having you here.
I didn't even get to half my
Finally,
interview.
I find some people I can trust, and you drag me away.
He really has to go there.
All right, then let me promote what you're promoting, because I'm not doing a good job.
I'm here to promote my relationship with Katy Perry.
Yeah.
I'd mostly like you to know the intimate details
First of all,
how I've fallen in love.
You can see Russell Brand in Get Him to the Greek. What's that?
It's a really, really brilliant film. I play the rock star character that I play in Sarah Marshall.
Okay.
In it is Jonah Hill out of Superbad. He's amazing and really funny. Also in it is P. Diddy. He's unbelievably hilarious in this movie.
Well, I loved Sarah Marshall. I loved you in it. I would go see that based on the Sarah Marshall character. I would like to see that. So this is post Sarah Marshall. You've now you're.
He's still a rock star, and I think they have to get him to a concert
at the Greek Theatre in Los Angeles. But the character's gone back on drugs. He's a pain. He's a naughty boy. He's on the heroin. He's making people smuggle drugs for him. He's mischievous. He's naughty. He's got a glint in his eye.
And now it's your comeback kind of thing.
Exactly, precisely. It's a really very good film. I can't promote it heavily enough.
The album soundtrack, Infant Sorrow, featuring the single Just Say Yes, that's the soundtrack to the movie.
Yeah, because I have to sing all of the songs because I'm being a rock star.
And it's you singing?
It's me singing.
Well, I got to hear this.
Have a listen, you'll like
Russell's memoir, My Bookie Wook, is available now in paperback.
I remember that.
What do you mean you're obsessive compulsive? Do you have the rituals? Do you have to tap things for good luck and do all of that?
I think that really I'm just a very thorough individual. I wouldn't ascribe that label to myself. Are you an obsessive compulsive gentleman?
I do have that problem, but I think I have it under control. But I have that occasionally.
I have tendencies to get involved in rituals, but currently I'm doing rather well.
All right.
Howard, I thought you'd be more interested in the pop video because they let me direct the video to Just Say Yes, right? So I immediately cast porn actresses in it. Thing is, when you've got porn actresses, they still feel a bit shy asking them to get their boobs out because you still feel it's a bit exploitative.
Nudity in the video.
Yes, Just Say Yes. Go and look at it on my website. You can see it now. And the best.
And is there nudity in the movie?
Yes, there's some amazing boobs in that movie.
And you had no sexual. Well, you filmed it before. Katie,
it was before I met Katie. I was like a warrior. I was raging through them extras. When I watch that film now, it's like, where's Wally? That one, that one, that one, that one.
Who plays your girlfriend in the movie?
Rose Byrne. She's excellent.
Did you bang her?
No, she's more like a delicate, proper, like sort of actress, all serious and like might be reading a book or something. You can't go, oh, I love, get in a trailer. Right. She's not that sort, you know.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how is the sex with Katy Perry before you leave?
I mean, I've given up thousands, so imagine, you can't even get it between 0 and 10.
When you guys hang out at home, does she ever come out and like just bring out a guitar and say, I just wrote a song? And
she did that when we were on holiday. It's so nice, yeah.
Did she ever write a song about you, yes?
Yeah.
A love song?
It's amazing,
Get the fuck out of here.
I've had a song written about me.
Do you ever make love and then she just brings out the guitar, or does she start playing the guitar and you get all horny because she's singing? And
Howard has these fantasies
I get all horny because of the guitar.
Yeah.
I'll just do it with the guitar. If I start feeling that, I'll get that cat gut on my nuts.
Does she ever perform nude, like in front of you, just like cross her legs and she's naked and her whole vagina's out and like she's just singing and playing her
Howard,
guitar?
no, because that would be, if I'm going to have sex, I get to the sex. I don't go, and because you do a warm-up, do a couple of numbers.
How many days in a row have you spent together? How many days in a row? Because you're always busy with these movies and stuff. How many days in a row have you actually tolerated being in the same room with one another?
Maybe a month, like at home, yeah.
Okay, all right.
We live in domesticity.
What is it?
They're flipping out.
They're flipping out.
Hold on, they're saying,
listen to me. See Russell Brand and get him to the Greek.
Yeah.
And the album soundtrack, Infant Sorrow, featuring the single Just Say Yes. If you want to see the video with porn stars,
yeah, go to russellbrand.tv. And the thing is, right, Howard, I did a gift to teenage me, right? There's a porn actress called Candice Nicole, beautiful black girl, right? She's in the video wearing clothes, and then you can Google her name, and you can see her doing porn. So imagine that when you're a kid, if you was able to watch something, oh, I fancy her a bit. Google her name, you can see her covered in human sperm. Candice Nicole, she's a brilliant actor.
Russell.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy for you. Congratulations.
Thanks, I do love her. It's legit.
Now, where's the wedding going to be, and am I invited?
Do you think you'd come?
Probably not.
Well, then we'll see. All right. Then you're invited.
But where's it going to be? I want to go to a destination wedding.
Yeah, we're not sure because we wanted to have it somewhere and then it started getting in the papers and that.
Maybe it'd be cool for me to be there,
though.
If you're going to have Jay-Z and Rihanna, like, that'll look good for me to be
It would make you look good. I'll promise you that.
Maybe throw me a bone and let me go to that. Is Katie going to sing at the wedding?
Oh, I don't know if there's things like that happening. It'll most likely be just a normal wedding.
No, we got to get up and
Rihanna's got to sing.
Come on. Rihanna's going to sing something.
There will be a lot of speeches. Her family do speeches all the time. The engagement party speeches. I had to give a speech.
Robin, I should go to this wedding, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you want to come, you can come.
I want to get in on this. But make it
I don't have to bring my mum. She's been a bloody nuisance when I think about it.
Screw her. Did your parents meet Katie?
Out one of the family
well, my mum has. I don't see my dad and that.
Your parents are probably happy, huh? She's so pure and everything.
She's all pure and lovely and sweet and buoyant.
Never thought this of
All right,
you.
listen, you're going to get in trouble. Yeah. I'm going to get in trouble with your people there. You got a lot of people out there.
Russell.
Bye.
Russell, you really opened up in there, man.
Thank you very much. You're joking. I really tried to avoid giving any overly pertinent information, but I was emotionally honest. I've got a book coming out. It's all in the book anyway. That's what I sort of thought. Plus, you can't avoid it with him, can you? What do you do? He's so bloody manipulative. See you.
John there?
Yeah.
Wait, shit. I know I'm going to end up hanging up on John.
You got me.
I do?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, wait, I'm going to make sure.
I'm up at 4:30 because I was so infuriated by your shows this week.
Yeah, John called me last night at home. I had a thing going on. I had to talk to my daughter on the phone.
Uh-huh. No, I was hurt.
Yeah, so John called me last night. He's all fucking upset about my LA trip, the LA party. I love this guy.
I knew yesterday would upset him.
I hang with this guy. I've been on vacation with this guy.
Yeah.
I've gone through his whole marriage. I almost had a foursome with him and his wife. I mean,
there's history here.
Yeah, I almost had to have sex with his wife for him. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I haven't put myself out.
You took care of his wife for a whole day once.
I sure did. What a horrible day. John went to work, and I had to sit there and have cocktails. What?
Nothing.
Shit. That's not true.
Not true.
I'm Vicodin.
Anyway.
Who would do that?
No, I've just been getting calls, from everyone's saying, like, oh, I thought he was your friend. Like, what? Like, I don't know how I took, like, how I was the shithead at the party. Like,
you weren't a shithead.
Well, no, yesterday you really came down hard on him when Jimmy was here. You two both also said that he was a bummer at the party.
And so did you, Robin.
No, here's what happened.
I wasn't there.
Robin was the one who said it.
That's why you should have commented.
Here's what happened at this party, this big deal Hollywood party. First of all,
I'm gonna correct every point you have.
Good.
Go ahead.
Let's go through it, and you'll see I'm not saying anything that wrong.
Yes, you are.
Number one, I spent 99% of my time with John at the party.
I couldn't get rid of you.
No, you love my ass.
No, you were nervous around everyone else. Every time I turned around, you're standing right next to me because you felt comfortable with me.
All right, fair enough. But between you and me, you're in love with me.
Howard, I love you, but I got a lot of, like, you and I have nothing in common.
Oh, my God.
Really?
He follows me around like a puppy.
Oh, please. You just said it. You followed me around at that party the whole night.
By the way, the girl he is with, I don't know, is she now your girlfriend, Nikki?
Well, she's not here today.
But is she your girlfriend or no?
No.
She's not?
She's a great girl, but she's not here.
What does that mean she's not here?
That means it's 4:30 in the morning and she's not here.
No, but I'm saying, is she your girlfriend now?
No.
What, you're kidding.
She got mad at me after that night.
She did? Why? Oh, yeah, you were acting like you were really bad to her.
No, I wasn't.
He walked in with the most gorgeous girl I've ever seen.
No, that's not why. That's not why.
No, you were saying shit in front of her.
We're fine.
He starts talking about girls he's banged and stuff in front of her.
No. By the way,
that's why she's mad.
Let's start with this. What did Courtney Cox say to you?
She told me she didn't have sex with you.
What did she say?
How do you know about this conversation?
I was there.
You never left his side, Howard. You just didn't notice him.
No. I was talking to Courtney Cox. You weren't there.
What did she say?
About what?
About her and I.
She said you guys, that you taught her how to play drums.
Yes.
And I said to her, did you ever fuck John? And she said, no. We made out once.
Okay. That's true.
So what are you saying?
Well,
you make it.
Well, you were implying that he had made love to everybody there.
No, every time I go, hey, Courtney Cox, you taught her how to play drums, and he starts rolling his eyes.
No.
He wants me to believe he fucked everyone.
About, bragging, not me.
No, I said to you, John.
Yeah.
You make little comments, be honest, about some of the girls, and it leads me to believe you fucked them. Like, I got the feeling you fucked half the girls at that party. I had the feeling you fucked Demi Moore. I had the feeling you fucked Courtney Cox.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But I didn't say these things.
No, but you give me a look and you start mumbling under the side of your mouth. He gives me a look after every chick walks away.
No.
And that's why your girlfriend's mad at you.
No.
Why was she mad?
Howard, are we buddy? Like, do we talk like that with each other? Yes, we do.
We do. But I want to know.
By the way, you tell me about the same thing about other girls.
It's true. That's true.
Well, what are you saying over there?
I'm saying, gee, I wish I could fuck somebody. I never got to fuck anybody. I always tell them no, that's true. We do brag a little bit about girls we've had sex with.
That's how we talk. And by the way, I got a new one that I'm not going to say on the air, but I just found out the other day.
What? That he had?
Yep.
Ah.
Hey, don't be a fucking asshole.
Believe me, I'm not going to. But I'm going to talk to you off the air about it.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about it. Honestly, never bring it up, and I know exactly where you're going.
No, you don't.
I bet you I do.
Anyway, my point is that I'm not the guy saying it. They are, okay?
Well, anyway, the point is...
You see what I'm saying, Robin?
So is that why your girlfriend's mad at you? Because you were talking about fucking chicks to me?
No, we're fine. We're totally fine.
When I talk to you about fucking chicks, I make sure Beth's not around.
Of course.
He was doing this in front of his girlfriend?
Yes.
No, I didn't say a fucking word, Robin. They did.
All right.
So is that why she's mad?
No.
Why was she mad after the party?
No, everything's fine.
I know exactly why she's mad.
No, she's not mad.
Because John revealed something about their sex life.
Really?
Yeah. Should I say what you said?
Nope.
Oh, what
did Raph called her, and apparently you already did.
No, I didn't.
It, apparently.
To Ralph?
I told Ralph. And by the way, I'm never telling him.
Why did Zach Braff call her?
What? See, suddenly, isn't this kind of cool? I'm in a Hollywood telephone chain.
A loop.
I don't know what anyone's talking about.
Let's go down this one by one. Let's start with Rickles, okay?
All right. So anyway, so here's the story, and I really want to clear this up because I love John.
Okay.
John's invited to this Hollywood party, Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, big Hollywood party.
And by the way, if you notice, let's make this clear.
Yes.
Jerry O'Connell and Rebecca were not there. You know why?
I appreciate that.
Because
John
John's
was
there.
coming.
I appreciate that.
I wouldn't do that to him.
That meant a lot to me.
Of course it does. I wouldn't do that to you.
I appreciate it.
I know it would be awkward for you.
You did it at your wedding, but you didn't do it at this thing, and I appreciate it.
Well, a wedding's different.
Well, they backed out.
Okay.
Listen.
That meant a tremendous amount to me.
Listen, I'm fond of your ex-wife, and I'm fond of Jerry O'Connell, but I'm fond of you.
Okay.
And you and I have been friends a long time.
20-something.
Yeah. And so, you know, even through all the ups and downs.
What ups and downs?
Well, I've had all ups. He's had downs.
I was going, what?
All right, so let's go to Rickles, and we'll take these down.
All right, so John walks in with this stunning girl at this party.
Yes.
And I'm happy to see him because I love John. He comes right in, first thing out of his mouth. And he's got his big shopping bag of T-shirts.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll get to that next.
Right. So
I'm gonna Twitter. I'm not going to put your email, but I'm going to Twitter what you wrote to me about those T-shirts. I'm also going to Twitter.
No, you better not. That was private.
I'm also going to Twitter what I said was.
T-shirts were not my thing, but it was nice of you.
I said to you, what's your pseudonym at the.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You never sent me that.
What's your name at the hotel so I can send them to the hotel? So you don't have to be bogged down with a bag of T-shirts.
I never got a message from you.
Yes, you did.
I'm telling you I didn't.
Okay, Robin, I'm going to forward it to you right now.
All right.
Okay.
Why is that girl not your girlfriend you brought to the party? I mean, she's
nice change of subject.
No, but I'll get right back to it. She's so fucking beautiful and she's nice. What's the problem?
You act like any of the girls you've ever met with him aren't beautiful.
Yeah, but I mean, this one is so gorgeous and I don't think you know. John says that the two of them sexually are the best together that he's ever.
Really?
Ever, yeah.
And
then what's the problem?
Nothing.
What is it? Be honest with me. Why can't she be your girlfriend? She's in love with you.
Huh?
What, is it too new? What's going on?
And you know what's so sad? He's so good looking and he's been famous for so long.
That's not true.
That's not true. He hasn't been good looking and famous.
No, there was a day he wasn't good looking. But you know what's so sad? If he was,
this is our best interview, by the way.
What?
This is our best interview.
If he looked like me, he'd worship that girl.
He wouldn't even be near that girl.
Every guy was looking at this girl. She was wearing a short skirt with her titties hanging out.
Boy.
Okay.
So what was the problem?
I wrote on this email.
No, wait. What was the problem with this girl?
There's no problem. We hang out. We date.
Does she know she's not your girlfriend?
Yes, we date.
You date and you fuck. And don't tell me she's not emotional. Don't you get that a girl's emotionally involved with you when she's fucking you?
I need to go to therapy.
No, but seriously, do you think that she can just keep fucking you and you keep like saying she's not your girlfriend? I mean, at some point you're going to destroy this girl. Either set her free or love her.
He's not going to destroy her, but she'll have to move on like all the girls do.
So you also date other girls?
No, we...
Are you exclusive?
Yeah, what's the rotation right now? Where does she stand? Is she your number one or your number two?
I'm trying to find this email.
No, come on. Is she your number one or number two?
She is the greatest, nicest girl that I've met, and I hope, to make it work.
All right. Anyway.
So you're trying this out, you're saying?
He's been trying this out.
I dated before I went to New York, and I thought it wasn't fair because I'm leaving for like 9 months.
Oh.
And so now I'm back, and,
Listen how casual he is about women. Isn't it great to be that good looking?
Because because he was going to New York, like there aren't planes and he's not a wealthy man.
Yeah, right. Like, now I'm telling you, if you saw this girl, she's better looking than any girl on the planet. And he's like, no big deal.
I'm going to New York. It's like, I'm going to school.
In New York, there's a whole bunch of other good looking girls. This fucking guy fucks more than anybody on the planet.
Hey, you're a douchebag.
No, I'm not.
I send you a letter saying...
No, wait. Stick with this topic.
Tell me your name so I can send the T-shirts to your
You never sent it. You never sent it. Never got to me.
Come on, Howard, please. Now you're lying.
I just don't... I don't recall seeing it.
Well, you don't recall, but I promise you I sent it.
Must be a girl trying to break in on the line.
Yeah, that's her calling.
Desperate. This girl's hardly desperate, and she chases him around, man. It must be great to be you.
All right, so what's next?
All right, so as far as your T-shirts that you brought me that, they had to be at the party, why not just mail them to me in New York? And Ralph told me he told you that he would just mail it to him.
Because I asked, because they sent them to me. It's worn free. They're great T-shirts.
Yeah.
And I asked what your fake name was at the hotel, and you never answered me.
All right. Anyway, I don't care. Listen, it was very nice of you to bring them.
Of course.
All right.
But you said I'm a shithead, and you threw them in the garbage.
Well, I did throw them in the garbage.
That's bullshit.
No, it's true.
That's not nice.
It's not nice, but I'm being honest with you. What am I going to wear? Jesus Saves?
Well, give them to somebody else.
Nah, just threw them out. It was easier.
I said Jesus Saves.
I threw out all the shirts.
I'm trying to do something nice. And by the way, Robin,
yes.
You said, why would John bring you a gift? I brought Jimmy a $400 bottle of red wine.
Okay, well, he didn't tell us.
Okay, well, you didn't.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that, so you shouldn't comment on it.
Hey, John, so here was my beef. And it's not even a beef. I love you. And I thought it was kind of fun. But John walked in, and the first thing out of his mouth is, oh, my God. And I didn't even mind so much, but Jimmy got really...
Jimmy was bummed.
Yeah, Jimmy was really bummed. Because Jimmy talked to me about it the next day. It was like the first thing he brought up.
Jimmy should be bummed.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
But when we were putting together this party, and mostly, like Jimmy would say, hey, this one, that one, I'm going to invite him, or I know this guy, and I'm going to ask him to come to the party.
Yeah,
it's going to be a Hollywood party.
Yeah. The guy from Survivor, your best friend.
Yeah, by the way, I heard John was completely livid that the guy, Jeff Probst, was coming.
No, he's my friend. We work out every morning. I love him.
Bullshit.
But why couldn't he be there? What's the problem?
John's snobby.
I see.
Yeah.
No, he could be there, but why not Rickles?
Because, John, I had no idea. I don't even know Don Rickles. I've had him on my show.
Don called me, okay?
John, you walk into a party and you go like this, oh, man,
no.
Rickles is really upset.
No.
Rickles is pissed. You didn't invite him to the party. I go, that's like saying, well, gee, George Bush is upset. I mean, Don Rickles, an 80-year-old guy. I hardly know the guy. I don't even know him. Okay. I wouldn't even think to, why didn't you pick up the phone and say to me, Don Rickles wants to come? I'd say, oh, I'm very complimented. Have him come.
Here's why.
Why didn't you bring it up before the party?
Here's why I said it. Because he was upset. His son heard you talking about the party.
Yeah.
Okay? So he was upset that he wasn't invited because he feels close to Jimmy, okay?
Right.
He's going on Jimmy's show in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Only reason why I brought it up is because I wanted Jimmy to be ready for it, because he told me personally, I'm going to hammer Jimmy for not inviting me to the party.
Yeah, but you made Jimmy feel bad all night.
That?
No, you made Jimmy feel
and I didn't
bad.
Tell him till like the end of the night.
Do you realize how absurd this is, Robert? Who would think that Don Rickles wants to come to a dumb party at Jimmy's house for me?
Sorry.
Well,
but how would I know that?
When did you find this out, John? Because you could have given Jimmy a heads up before.
Now, why would you do that?
The day before, and I said, let me call Jimmy, and he goes, forget it. It's too late. I'm not coming to the party.
Hey, John, is Mel Brooks upset too?
No, but
who else is upset?
Who else is upset that they weren't at the party? How would I know?
He has a relationship with Rickles. He has a relationship with you.
He does not.
Don.
Who would Don Rickles, 80 years old? He's not going to want to sit at a party with a bunch of people
am I wrong?
sitting around drinking moonshine.
Look, there are sometimes faux pas where people get left out, but I don't see this.
I would have never brought it up.
Carl Reiner is livid.
Is Rickles is on Jimmy's show in a week.
Yeah, but everyone on the guest list of Jimmy's show
there's a lot of people going to be on Jimmy's show.
No, not in a week.
It wasn't that kind of... What? But I hear Professor Irwin Corey is going to be on Jimmy's show. Should we have invited him? I mean, what do you want from me?
No, but Jimmy and Don are good buddies. Don
They're not good buddies.
But wait a minute. Does Jimmy have to invite Don to everything?
Do you have to take a Howard side on
No, I'm just saying.
Do you realize how weird this is?
Is this the only thing that Rickles has never attended at Jimmy's house?
Are you jealous that I'm friends with Jimmy?
No.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
I know. I heard you say that.
He's upset about the closeness.
Because, Jimmy and I have gotten into a thing where, actually, you speak about Don Rickles. Remember Don Rickles would go on talk shows and talk about all his vacations he took with Bob Newhart?
Yeah.
And Bob Newhart this, and they actually became friends. I got a feeling like Jimmy and I are turning into Bob Newhart and Don Rickles.
Right.
That's good. I got Saget for that.
And I think John's feeling a little left out.
Oh, please. What was the last vacation you went on with him?
He was just at my house for a week.
But you invited me, too.
Oh, were you there?
No, but you invited me.
Of course I invited you.
Oh, you probably couldn't come, and Jimmy was there and bonded with Howard for a whole week.
Yeah, we forgot about you.
You missed out.
I know how that feels. That's weird when someone doesn't get invited. The only reason why
I don't even believe this guy's even bringing it up again.
Because
it's the most bizarre. Let me explain something about Don Rickles. Don Rickles is 80 fucking years old. He's
Jimmy felt bad that he did something wrong.
Hey, listen, Don Rickles, an 80-year-old man.
You know, just because Jimmy feels bad doesn't mean that he did anything wrong.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
By the way, Don Rickles, an 80-year-old guy who's my hero.
And Jimmy and I worked it out. We're going to cook Don dinner, and that was that. We talked about it that night.
Yeah, and if you had just picked up the phone and told somebody, the guy would have been invited. It wasn't that kind of thing.
He didn't want to come.
Of course he doesn't want to come. He's 80 fucking years old.
No, he didn't want to be second invited. He didn't want to hear about it.
Excuse me, he's 84. This is such bullshit.
But it's kind of crazy that he's running around having these feelings at 84.
And then let's get to the final thing.
Because he loves Jimmy. And by the way, Jimmy has him at his house all the time. And on the show all the time.
Boy, I tell you, if Jerry O'Connell had been there, it wouldn't have been this much aggravation.
Wow. Yeah, he would have never brought this up. He wouldn't have brought T-shirts.
Howard, I mean, come on, give me a fucking break.
He wouldn't have fought with Mark McGrath. We still haven't addressed that.
And by the way, there was no fighting.
Now, here's what it was. And, John, now you got to come clean.
Okay.
I know you like Mark McGrath. I get it. But when we were sitting there and John was playing drums.
Yeah.
And John's a very, very accomplished drummer. He really is.
He's an incredible musician, according to you guys.
What I said to you very humbly was, if I'm the best musician in the room, there's something wrong here.
Why? Because you directed that at Mark McGrath. He was the only real musician.
I had to play piano, bass.
Yeah, but I said to you,
You
Mark.
wanted to play Bang a Gong, I played guitar. You wanted to play Hey Jude, I played bass. You wanted to play something else, I played
Yeah, but John, you're taking it way too seriously, so we're not musicians. Who cares? You're getting all fucking aggravated.
I know, but can't we get through a song?
Yeah, but this is ridiculous. You're flipping out.
You took the fun out.
John, listen how silly you sound. You're yelling at everyone. You were yelling at McGrath. You're yelling at me. This is terrible. We can't get a song.
You want to see McGrath's emails? McGrath's coming to my house this weekend.
I know, but you admit.
You're making stuff up.
Is Rickles going to be at your house?
Yes.
He's got to sit and listen to that bullshit.
Of course.
Did you tell McGrath to learn a few songs?
Yeah, he should.
He should.
Did you send him some songs?
Yeah, John was like, John goes, don't you know any songs to Mark? He goes, you're a fucking singer. And then John says to me, she's some singer. You don't know any songs.
Well, you know some words, right?
Yeah, exactly. See, I told you he was bumming out. And I said, John, relax.
You're making me sound like I was the, like... Go ahead. Beat me up some more.
All right, anyway, so listen, I was thrilled.
Well, what was it? Did he really have words with Mark?
No.
He had words to me about Mark.
Oh.
And Mark told me afterwards he felt a funny vibe from John, like
really?
John was angry with him.
Oh, okay. Well...
That's all. And I was in the middle of it.
Pull up these emails.
And John was right that Mark was not living up to his capabilities.
He knows the songs he knows. He doesn't know the songs John knows.
John, listen, and I emailed John. I said, John, I don't mean any offense. I love you. You're a great guy. He knows I love him.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, I have no idea what Howard was talking about. I know we were both perplexed that we couldn't get through one song, but we were laughing about it. Funny shit, though. My friends are all giving me shit on the show that you're going to kick my ass. They all know that I'm a huge pussy. So you're making this stuff up, Howard. You're such a great guy, my brother. Had such a blast. Those psychotic free-for-alls are mostly fun, moonshine-filled.
What did you read?
He's reading emails from Mark.
Come to your house. Please give Mike my love, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know what you're talking about. So.
Okay, I apologize. How's that?
Well, that hurt my feelings.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
You're lying.
No, it did.
All right, I'm sorry.
You know, and you're throwing my T-shirts away. Like, I mean,
I'm not going to wear those.
You've got to think a little bit. I mean, most of them are on your side, but some of them are going to go like the guy brings you a gift and you throw it away. Like, what?
But I don't like any of the shirts.
Well, I don't care. I asked.
I should wear them because you gave them to me.
You should at least keep one.
I did keep one, actually.
Okay, all right.
Believe me, I tried to like them.
I'm trying to do something nice, and I bring Jimmy a $400 bottle of red wine, and you're making me like I'm a fucking.
I wish I had gotten the wine and Jimmy had gotten the shirts.
Could you exchange?
Is there any way I could get the wine and you can give Jimmy the shirts?
This is my best appearance on the show.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, you did, Bob. I still don't understand how you're not in love with that beautiful girl.
She's the greatest.
I can't imagine making love to her.
Can he love?
Can you love?
I'm having problems with it, so I'm taking some time off.
What do you mean you're taking time off?
He's taking a pussy break.
Ah!
No. I'm taking time off work. I need to figure out what my problem is.
You're taking time off work so you can figure out what?
He wants to have.
I can't fall in love.
He wants to have a wife and children. He wants to have kids badly. And believe me, if you saw this girl, there wouldn't be
This would be the one.
There wouldn't be two more beautiful children. I figured he'd have two. But there wouldn't be any more beautiful children
than the ones they would have?
Oh, my God. They could not go genetically wrong. These fuckers will be good-looking kids.
And what's stopping him? What he's now got to stop
You know
work
what it is?
so he can figure this out. This is such
guy,
a hard problem.
I'm going to tell you what it is because I've seen him. He gets so much pussy.
No, that's not true.
It's like
That's not true. He doesn't get so much.
he's overdosed on pussy. Like
He's the one who OD'd.
like he got like when he
3 girls in the last year.
he was on he was on Dancing with the Stars with the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
And he even said to me, "Who do you think I should fuck there?"
No.
And I said to him, "John, if you're gonna fuck one of them, I would fuck the girl from the Pussycat Dolls." And he goes, "All right."
And he's going to do that for you.
He probably did it already.
It's a joke. They don't care about me.
Bullshit.
So what did you just say about how many girls you've had sex with this year?
3.
Yeah, how many months are in this year so far?
And I'm always offended by you saying, like, oh, you have, diseases and stuff. Like, I really don't.
What?
Who said that?
You say it.
Who, Robin or Howard?
Robin.
Oh, please. I never said
Dude,
such a thing.
I know you don't have any diseases. You put it in my ass.
When did I ever say such a thing?
I wanted to ask John a different question, but it's funny, and this is probably, Howard, because of you, I think like this, but like I went out to the set of ER a couple of years ago. John, gracious host, gracious host. So he's taking me around, he introduces me, and he introduces me to a girl, and he goes,
I drove you to your hotel.
He did. Great guy. And he goes, she's a really good friend.
You're coming to my house this weekend, right?
I am. I'm coming to the house. So he goes, she's a really good friend. In fact, I was in Greece and somebody stopped by to say hello. So in my mind, I go, he fucked her.
Right.
Then he goes, there's another girl on the show, and he goes, yeah, I didn't get along with her that well. And I go, oh, she wouldn't fuck him. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I think.
And by the way, realize what he's saying. He says he's only fucked 3 girls, which means 6 this year. And then also, think about it. Like, most guys don't get to fuck the caliber women he does. The 3 girls he fucked, and I know 2 of them.
Ralph is emailing me right now.
Right. He fucked 6 girls that are 60.
Yeah,
6'10".
Right. 6'10".
I would take me 12 girls.
Most guys don't get that in a lifetime. And the one he's fucking now, he wouldn't even, the one he brought to the party, no normal guy, an average guy, would ever leave this girl's side, ever.
Oh, look, in all humility, I have issues.
What humility?
I need to settle down, and I need to find a great girl like you have.
Yeah, but the reason, you know what, John, though? Remember when I first met Beth, and you said to me, hey, she ain't going to be the final one.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, he did. And I said to him, John, at some point you got to commit to love. In other words, it's not that, Beth's a great girl and all that, and he always says to me, I got to find my Beth. You also got to be open to saying, gee, not everything's going to be perfect.
It's a little bit of work.
It's
a little
work.
bit.
Yeah, you got to kind of say, you know what?
You got to slow yourself down and say, I'm not going to go on the treadmill. I'm going to get off.
Yeah, and then the beauty is you got this great girl who's on your team and she's on your side, but you got to be open to it. That girl that you're with, any guy could be in love with, including you. Mm-hmm. There's nothing physically wrong with her. She's gorgeous. She's got the cute little fucking body and the ass, and she fucks like a champ.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, what's your problem?
What is my problem?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, I need to figure it out, man.
See, that's my other question.
I love that he has to stop work.
Well, how long can you...
Yeah, he's got to stop work to figure it out.
How long can John stop work for?
That's hysterical.
He can stop work forever.
John, can you stop work forever?
Of course.
Yeah.
He's got full house money.
He's John Stamos. I mean, the guy's...
Entourage this season, which I love that show. And they love you down there, but you hate the show, so...
Who hates Entourage?
I don't watch it, but I like those guys. I've had them on the show.
Okay.
I got no problem
with them. What were you guys saying?
I don't know. It's just that, John has this whole issue with women.
What does he think? He can't trust women? Is that what your issue is? You can't trust?
No, honestly,
that ain't it.
In my heart of hearts, I was really hurt. I wanted to be in love forever. I wanted to have kids. I wanted to be married forever, and it didn't happen. And
You
now you're going to take it out on everybody?
You picked the wrong girl for yourself. But it's also, she's not the wrong girl. It's also you.
Right.
He gets distant.
It comes too easy to him.
No, I think
it doesn't come that easy.
Oh, please.
You know what else is his fear? He doesn't like ugly people, and I'm telling you, he's afraid they're going to get ugly on him.
That's not true.
It is true, because even one time I was partying with John, he was even like,
I
gee,
promise you that's not true.
why do we let this person in? They're not that good looking. And I said, you're right.
Well, when was that?
Yeah, one time.
You're making it up.
I don't know.
The other thing
I don't know. It doesn't sound like a problem you have to quit work for.
No, I wish I could quit work and figure out why I'm not in love or something. Like, that seems like a fun thing to do. Sit home and figure out why I'm not in love.
But Howard, you're so right. It really is a man's world in the sense, like, if John were a chick, right? She'd be desperate right now trying to latch on to anything. But John can go till he's 60.
Yeah.
And you know when he's going to settle down? When the looks are gone.
But they may never go.
No, they'll go at some point. Like Michael Douglas.
Hey, Fred,
Douglas would chase
don't ever
everybody.
say that to John.
It's going to go.
You're going to kill him.
It will happen.
Oh.
Dude, it's going to happen.
I had to talk.
We all lose our mojo.
I saw John eating a piece of pizza. I said, John, you're going to get fat. You better stop eating. He doesn't want to hear his looks are going to go.
It's going to happen.
What will happen if
Michael Douglas, he was a handsome guy. He lost his looks.
Those was his superpowers. His
Fred
looks ain't going to go.
always likes to hammer. And I love Fred. Like, I'm the biggest Fred fan. I listen to
I know, you hate to hear me say that. I'm sorry, John, but it's the truth.
No, Fred, listen to me. I listen to what you do on the radio, and I think it's genius. Like, I can hear...
I know, but now here comes the insult. Go ahead,
something
John.
coming up. But you've always been like... You've always beat me up. You've always
Not true, John.
Rebecca wasn't a supermodel. Like,
Not true.
You're a little off,
Not true.
Rebecca was a supermodel.
True.
No, she's a very pretty woman.
But you
Not
say
a
she was a supermodel.
She was not a supermodel?
She was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. She had her own campaign.
I don't even know if we ever had that discussion.
Yeah, I don't think that ever came up.
Do you say she's not a supermodel?
Answer now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
All right.
All right.
I think he's just trying to deflect from the truth.
All right,
which
John.
is he's going to lose his looks.
John, listen to me.
Laugh away, John.
Shh, Fred.
You'll be Michael Douglas in about 10 years.
Hey, Michael's with Catherine Zeta-Jones. What's so bad
That's
about
why
that?
he's not cheating anymore, because he lost it.
Huh?
Michael doesn't cheat anymore because he lost his looks. He knows that that's his island.
Fred fan on the planet. Like, why do you have to be... Why are you so mad at me all the time?
I'm not mad, John. I'm just telling you the truth. Nobody's going to talk to you like this.
He's giving you some tough love,
I guess
apparently.
what, John, I guess what...
Fred, who cares?
Yeah, I think...
I know you're having the time of your life, John. Fuck away.
I'm funny. No, you're not that funny.
All right, Fred,
I
thank
love
you.
this fight.
You got it.
Now, what Fred is saying is that maybe your problem is you have so many options, and that the best thing that would ever happen to you is to get a little bit ugly.
That's why he can't find the girl of his dreams.
If you would get a little bit ugly, you'd be a little more appreciative.
Exactly.
Guys, I'm being humble. I have a problem.
Yes, you have a problem, and Fred says they're your looks.
Exactly. And that is, it's a tough one.
Your problem is you're too good looking.
Yeah.
Fred, I'm almost 50. When am I going to lose it?
Oh!
Dude, you never know. The clock is ticking, my friend.
Are you saying he's going to hit a wall and it's just going to happen overnight?
It's going to be ugly.
I'll tell you one thing about John. He might be almost 50. He's fucking girls like 20, between the ages of 20 and 23.
At a certain point, as cute as he is still, and as handsome as he is, and talented and whatnot, there's going to be a point when a 20-year-old girl's going to go, you know something? You're a codger.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they
It's
doing
going to
that
happen.
Jack Nicholson, who's not good looking?
Jack Nicholson's 70. He still fucks like a rabbit.
I don't think he's fucking the way he used to.
I love you, Fred. I still do.
Jeez, I don't even understand this.
I don't
Two
know.
men fighting like this?
By the way,
no, but you know what? He sits here and he cries that he can't find anybody.
He's got to
That's
take
what I'm
some
reacting
time off to learn how.
Oh yeah.
No, he
Take some
finds
time
lots
off.
of people. He can't.
Yeah.
He's not crying about that. He finds lots of people. He can't fall in love.
I mean, I'm.
He doesn't want to fall in love.
Hey, John, what did you do? Did you fuck Fred's wife? I mean, really, what's going on today?
Yeah, we did a play together.
Yeah.
We did Vinny's play.
Jerry O'Connell.
I love Fred. I don't care how many bad things he says about me. I love Fred.
I don't say bad things, John, and it's not a bad thing I'm saying. It's the truth.
Are you going to tell him when he's hit the wall so he'll know?
Look, you know what? I'll give you Robert Redford's phone number. He'll tell you how it is.
All right.
Wow.
Hey, John.
Good one, Fred.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and Fred is like the funniest guy on the show.
Fred's worried in 2026 John Stamos will be dating his daughter.
Yeah. Maybe that's what